I meant to send you
What's
some game
happening,
director.
everybody? What's popping? Ladies and gentlemen, the GRG podcast is doing it live. Thank you guys, ladies and gentlemen, for coming through for the early ones that were sitting here waiting. Thank you. Go ahead and share this out. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, and let's get this show popping, man. We have some great guests on the panel tonight. I think we're going to have a really great discussion on both ends, on both sides. So without further ado, let's just get it started, man. Let's go right to the very first guest. My main man. He was on. He came on the next podcast when I first seen him, or first got introduced to him. And and it was cool. Everything was popping. And then just the other day, he came on Cali Rex, and Cali Rex has been on here a couple of times. And so he was on there, and man, we had this little back and forth. It was pretty exciting, and so I was like, man, I got to get this guy on here so I can hear his opinions tonight and let the chat and everybody hear what he has to say, man. So what's going on with you, Supernova Gaming? What's happening, bro?
Not much, man. Thanks for having me, man.
No problem, man. Where can everybody find you at?
I'm at YouTube at Supernova Gaming. That's SUPA Nova Gaming, and then on Twitter at Gaming Supernova.
No doubt. All right, cool. And then our second guest, he really needs no introduction. This sucker just kind of popped in, but no, he asked me earlier because I knew that he was excited. And then especially after last night, the next podcast just kind of went kaplump. It just went away. There was some kind of issues that was going on with Hangouts. It was really crazy. But other than that, I know he's over here chipping at the bit to give his expertise into this gaming thing. What's going on with your crispy bomb?
Oh shit, we about to be on GRG and get it rolling with them L's, baby. You take the L. You take the L. Oh no, you take the L. Get out of here, man. Let's go. We got games now, baby. Let's do it.
Ooh, all right. I mean, our boy Sonic might. I mean, our boy over here Nova might have a different take on that, man. Like I said, I cannot wait to listen to everybody's thought process on this. And there's also something that we were talking about in the DMs, Slayer and the rest of us with 108. And I'm going to throw that in too, so I can't wait to hear what everybody has to say about that. But anyway, let's get on to the panel. What's going on with you, Slayer? What's happening with you, bro?
Yo. What's up, everybody? Happy to be here. Welcome to our guest, Supernova. Welcome. Crispy, as always. It's always great to hear your raspy ass voice. I heard you this morning on Boom's podcast. Happy birthday to him, his 50th. That's a big number.
Oh yeah, after you're done, I gotta go back to Crispy and ask him what all he does, because he does a million podcasts now. So
yes, he does.
So go ahead. But no, keep going, Slick.
I thought you can ask Crispy.
I will after you done.
Okay, afterwards. All right. Yeah, so, we out here. We got the topics. We got the guests. Oh, thanks to the chat for coming out, man. I can't even name all the names anymore. There's just so many in the chat. I can't say hi to everybody. What's up to everybody? Good. Thanks for coming out. Hit that like button, and let's get to these topics.
No doubt. All right, Crispy, where can everybody find you at, man?
Oh God.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and get that out the way now.
Retro Renegade, 7 p.m. Tuesday nights. Next podcast, 7 p.m. Thursday nights, and Breakfast with Boom, 10 a.m. Fridays. Yes, sir.
Nice.
And Sunday mornings, drunk out of his butt.
Yeah, Sunday mornings. Church
was that 13?
Yeah.
Game with Jake? What?
Church with Crispy. That's what happened Sunday morning. Anyway. All right. So again, you got Breakfast with Boom on Friday mornings. You have Retro Renegades on Tuesdays, and then you have the next podcast. And now you on GRG, bro.
Yeah.
You living on the net, man. You living on the edge. I used to do this.
I'm on the edge.
I used to do it. I used to do it. I used to podcast like 5 times a night and work heavy hours and still game, bro. I don't know how the hell that I did it now. Looking at it now, since I'm just kind of reduced.
Well, I got gameplay brewing, K-Mega. I'm just saying, bro.
Well, you gotta give me some gameplay. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit. You in the DMs, you could just throw me some. You could just throw me throw me some gameplay. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I gotta save it for next because I gotta be bot, bro.
Bro, this is just a prelim. prelude to what I'm going to give next. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Hey, Sir X Man, he must not be in the chat because he be going
Bloody
crazy right now
roar.
because this is blood roar, man. Look at this, man. Listen to this. But all right, man. Let's keep going. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Ah, bloody, he's here. The Satan Rings has sit here and brought us our boy back. What's going on with you, man?
Not much, not much. You know how it is. You know I'm always here ready to give that good talk, especially with all the news that's been coming out this week for everything going on TGS. So you know that the Japanese enthusiast has to be here giving them sweet, solid information. You know I'm just here doing my thing as always. Whether it's streaming or talking all the good stuff, you know I'm always spitting it true.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. All right, and where can they find you at, brother? I already know. I mean, I might as well do it with you, too. Did you go away? The Satan.
No, I'm here. I'm sitting here.
I just asked you where can they find? Where can they find you at? Where can they find
Man,
you?
they can find me all over the place. They can find me on Instagram. They can find me on Twitter. They can find me on Twitch TV where I stream 5 times a week, and of course, they can find me on YouTube and Facebook, all at Bloody Nux. One word, KNUX.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. All right. And last but not least, the man of the hour, man. He had the one-on. He's starting his little own podcast, which it's more so like a one-on-one. It's more intimate. It's kind of like how it used to be with the Dev and the Gamer, and so now and so now PK is kind of taking over those reins. What's going on with you, man? How was that, man? I listened to most of it, but then I had to keep going and I had to do some other stuff. But when are you gonna try to do this show on a regular basis and tell us a little bit more of what you got going on, man? Because you got a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I definitely am trying to definitely submit myself on a regular every Wednesday.
Mhm.
Definitely need to have a guest every Wednesday. So definitely looking out for anyone who wants to come aboard and talk about. So my goal is to just kind of shed light on individuals and see how their life is and what do they do and what do they get at. It doesn't matter what part of the industry. It don't have to be gaming. It could be anything. Movies, it could be comics. It could be anything. If you just like riding a bicycle or skating down the street, I'm all for it. Tell me all about it. Let's just get it in. But yeah, I'm gonna attempt to do it every Wednesday at 8 Eastern. And don't worry, there is no limit, though I do shoot to be an hour, so I won't push anybody overboard. But yeah, been very busy. Look, I'm happy you guys came check me out. It's really been a progress, and I'm still progressing. I'm still learning, progressing, but I love the energy I get from folks and people that been on the show really like that platform. They really do. So definitely come through and support your boy.
Well, I can tell you this. Hit me up, bro.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't know how that's gonna play out, but okay.
It
Anyway.
won't go 3 hours. That probably.
Okay. All right. That's as long as you don't do that, dog. I'll have to check out and be like, all right, peace, good night. I listened to enough. Anyway. All right, no doubt, man. Cool. So let's get to it. I'm sure that Lemon will forget again about the time that he's supposed to come, and then of course Livewire. We have no idea what's going to happen with that. We don't know. That's the bruh man. So anyway, let's get to it.
Just not from the 5th floor.
Yeah. Let's just start off right off the bat and talk. If anybody wants to bring up anything from TGS, let us know. I mean, this is kind of be a little round table type of thing. If anybody has anything that they were excited about and not, just let us know so we can just kind of get through that.
Xbox is all in on Japan, bro. Like they are.
Oh well, hold on, Chris. Crispy, you just overtalked PK. PK was first. Come on, man. Come on.
It's all right. I'm not tripping. I just wanted to say that I was happy to see they finally demoed PSO2 next. What was it called? The PSO2 next generation.
It's New Genesis.
New Genesis. There you go. Yeah. So I was glad that they went ahead and demo that. R-Type comes back. That's awesome. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I was not that excited for Bright Memory, but after seeing more gameplay, I'm definitely excited for that game. I was not at first, but now I'm sold. Definitely a day one buy for me. And what can I say? Resident Evil 8 starting to pan out to be a little more attractive. That's not my kind of game, but at least it looks dope enough for me to pick it up. And just the energy that the Japanese people gave the Xbox show was pretty awesome. Actually, I was pretty shocked and surprised at the response, but they seemed pretty receptive.
No doubt, no doubt. Okay, Crispy, go ahead, man.
I mean, you gotta admit, like Xbox really went all in this time. They didn't go half-ass. They really showed what they're gonna bring to the Japanese consumer, and not just that. Like for fans like PK and others, like dude, you're gonna enjoy games on Game Pass, and I think that's what matters. I mean, they really they're a mobile gaming market. Probably they probably sold more Series S's than X's over there, and I think that's why we didn't get many Series S's over here, to be honest, because everybody really wants that power. You know what I mean? Over here, like we're all about that power, and these for the most part, if you're going to buy a console over there, like they have a much smaller like areas, like everything's like skyscrapers, and it's kind of wild over there. I mean, I've just watched videos, but it's definitely a different environment. So I think they're more of a mobile gaming market, and I mean, XCloud is a big deal, and it's going straight into Game Pass, and you pay the $15, and whatever it comes out to in the Japanese currency, but that's what it comes down to. It's a entry level price, and then the Series S is if you want the console when you sit down at the end, it's entry level price. So the excitement is real. They focus on games that matter to them, and it makes sense.
No doubt. Anybody else?
Yeah. I gotta get my
I
words
was
in.
wondering.
Come on
I
now.
was like, okay, you.
Well, because the fact that as soon as PK started, Crispy jumped in, so I was just like, all right, I'll wait till they're both done, so that way I can come into it with a much different. But no, everyone's right. During specifically the Xbox showcase, Phil really laid it out there on how much they have that Xbox and Microsoft has really committed to Japan, how they've really committed to the Asian markets. We saw how it was a massive success with everything that was going on with Game Pass in the Asian markets, specifically Korea. Because when they first brought it over to those territories back in the beta, they talked about how Korea, specifically South Korea, was playing 200% more than most of the Western markets, specifically America and Europe, or specifically the UK combined, that they were doing 200%. And we all know that South Korea is one of the biggest mobile gaming markets, but also the biggest PC markets. So when they announced that Game Pass was doing Ultimate and combining both the console and PC, and now that they're adding the xCloud gaming service, that is just further showing that commitment of unifying their ecosystem. But that's going to make that service especially appealing to that market. We're seeing that with having a very big mobile market like Korea and especially Japan with the very active and mobile lifestyle that they have, that helps to provide them ways to play very interesting content of not just only games from Japan, but also Western RPGs that may not really travel over there because of the fact that it's more locked to traditionally to consoles, because not always are some of those big Western RPGs on PC, and if they are, they're more still controller based and things like that. So we're kind of seeing that now. We're kind of getting that bridge of the Western games being able to make a move over there to Japan and the Asian markets because of the fact that we have a service like this unifying that's specifically geared towards that culture. We know that in Japan, that with how big mobile gaming is over there, a lot of people tend to play mobile games on their phones, and why the Switch itself is so successful. We even saw that they announced that that this year during the summer, that they saw the increase in Game Pass alone in Japan have an 86% rise year over year for Game Pass subscriptions after introducing the Game Pass with xCloud and PC and all that in that market. So we're starting to see that there is a growing interest from those markets coming over here. And Crispy, I don't know if you actually saw, but no, the Series S's weren't the only thing that sold over there. No, all the Series X's that they had on 3 different websites from 3 different retailers, from Amazon Japan, Microsoft Japan, and then a third site. I don't remember exactly what the name of that one is. And I'll have to
It
get
was the
that.
Korean site.
It was a no. The Korean
Oh
site
yeah,
was
yeah,
separate.
yeah. There was 3 Japanese ones and 1
Yeah,
Korean.
there was 3 Japanese, and the Korean side all went through one retailer. But all the ones in Korea for both the Series X and the Series S sold out in Korea from the one retailer. But in Japan, they had 3 separate retailers, which was Amazon Japan, Microsoft Japan, and then one other online retailer who I can't remember the name of. But
No,
all
I was
3 of
I
those-
was just saying that Series S they probably made more for those markets. That's my thought process.
Should maybe, but not as much, because you got to think that with the Series S being more of a centered streaming console, that's the only thing that would kind of make it not as popular. But I do get where you're coming from with the fact that it's more of a lower price point and a lower entry. So it's easier for them to come into that ecosystem, especially with everything being geared towards the Game Pass and all that.
He was
Yeah,
also
well,
talking about the
big
limited
fact is that
space because they have limited space in the places they live. They have, very, very small apartments.
Oh,
or
absolutely.
That's
But
what
I mean,
Chris
very,
was
very
talking about,
small.
right?
Oh yeah. And that's probably the other biggest aspect. But even still, with the fact that the Series X from all 3 retailers completely sold out from what stock is allocated for Japan, and then the Series S that they had sold out completely from 2 retailers.
What you laughing at? E Honda beat my ass for a
I'm-
minute there?
I pause for 1 second, Bloody. I have to point out
Bro, I ain't played Mike Tyson.
Look, somebody is
Bro,
getting first.
bro,
it was a
I ain't played
horrible
Mike Tyson. I ain't
Street
played Mike.
Fighter versus.
How was that? How was that horrible? I whooped your ass on that. I would have whooped your ass on that. So hold on for a second. I have not played. Hold on. No. Listen. I have not played Mike Tyson's Punch Out in I don't know how many years, and so yeah, it took me a minute, and it took me a minute, but then I sit there and I start putting them hands on him. Hey, bro, no. Listen. I took care of him. I took care of him. You know what I'm saying? I knocked his big ass out. I had to, but yeah, it was tough at first. I was like, look at it. Okay, go ahead, bloody. But go ahead, because I want to ask this other question overall with everybody else. So go ahead.
The biggest thing, the other biggest takeaway from the other panels is the fact that there is a lot of developers that are really looking forward to bringing their stuff over to Xbox. We saw the companies that spoke out. We saw, obviously, Sega made a mention. We saw Square Enix talked about Balan Wonderland, which looks absolutely amazing for those who like 3D platformers, and bringing more of that, but also with that musical style that's very prominent in a lot of Japanese games. We saw more talk about what we're going to see with the new Dragon Quest finally coming over to Xbox and things like that. We got, if you're a horror fan and a Resident Evil fan, Village is looking amazing, and I'm glad we got to see more of that from Capcom's showcase. There was a question about that game that we saw during PlayStation's showcase that everyone's just like, oh, this looks like something from Hideo Kojima with their stuff, with what we saw from Pragmata. And we all knew that was timed exclusive, but now that they're actually showing it during their showcase, real great to see. And we even saw some other devs that not a lot of people have been seeing much from speaking out, specifically White Owl. I've been saying for a long time that we're going to probably be seeing stuff coming from White Owl, because Swery65 is a very big friend of Tim Schafer, who's now owned by Microsoft with what he has at Double Fine. And we already know that he confirmed that his new game is coming out for Xbox. So I think we're going to see more from his studio and everything. So just a lot of what we're seeing from all these companies is really showing that the Japanese interest is definitely growing for Xbox, but there's still a lot more to come in time and a lot more work that still needs to be done.
Okay.
It's also such a large untapped market because they sell so few Xboxes that it's almost like a brand new market to them.
Absolutely, and because
well, hold on, but this is the question I wanted. This is the question I wanted to ask. Okay, so hold on. Okay, so this is the question I wanted to ask, because I knew that, and Lemon isn't here to really to defend his point, but I'm sure that Nova will probably co-sign for what he was saying. So what we had a discussion in the chat was about basically, some of us looked at it as a positive for Xbox to sell out. their consoles in Japan. Like that's never been done before. Now, of course, we don't know the number of how many consoles there were out there, but we have never in the 20-year lifespan of the Xbox, it's never had a sellout. And then if you go back and you look at the Xbox One era, which is the worst of the Xboxes that's been sold in Japan, out of the 50 plus million consoles that's been sold, it has been at it's in Japan it is 0.3%. That is awful. Less than 50 consoles get sold a year in Japan. That's Xbox's consoles. Now we know PlayStation, it does okay. Nintendo was king out there. But again, is this, and I'm going to ask you this, Nova, is this a positive for Xbox going forward? Does this make this look like this is an opportunity for Xbox to explore, or is this something that where that it's really not nothing to sit there and to try to look at as a positive? It's just basically it's just pie in the sky.
Well, the optics of it are really good. Obviously, like the optics of we sold out in Japan or it's selling out in Japan is really good. But like you were saying, without the context of knowing how many units were available, it's selling well or it sold out means nothing. Same with the PS5 anywhere. PS5 and Xbox to say, oh, it's sold out here, it's sold out there. We have no idea how many units were allocated to each region. So selling out, unless we know the number, means nothing. So maybe it's sold out and it hasn't done that in 20 years, but maybe they gave 1/20th the amount that they gave last generation. We have no idea. But the optics of it, absolutely great. And I'm not saying that it's not good. And I think that it probably did sell more than the Xbox One. I think that going into this next generation, there is going to be a lot more enthusiasm and interest in these consoles versus the Xbox One, especially with their push into trying to be more relatable in the Japanese market. But getting back to the point overall, it really doesn't mean anything that it sold out without us knowing the numbers.
Okay. Anybody else want to tackle that?
Well. I generally agree with Supernova, because this is the point we were making the whole time. I think this is what we were all saying. The only part I think I disagree with, or I wouldn't say disagree, is that we just don't know. But I wouldn't just assume it's the worst. But at the same time, also it's not this big grand thing, but it's a step in the right direction that has never happened before in Japan. That 20 years that Xbox has been around and offered in Japan from the beginning. And, we got that controller, the S controller, the better version of the original Xbox controller, came from a design they made for Japan. So they never sold out at launch. That's a feat in and of itself. It's not a major feat, but it's a feat in and of itself.
But it's only a feat if the amount of consoles
Let me finish though. But yeah, we need to see what it is, what's going on. But if you compare the 3 retailers in Japan to the one in Korea, the one in Korea sold out in 1 minute, okay? And they're saying the other 3 in Japan were 17 and 18 minutes or so. Like, that just goes to show, yeah, Japan, we understand that in Japan, so it sold out. That's good. We want to see more, understand that. But I think really the thing to look out here for is Korea. 1 minute, I expect it was probably even less in Japan. But in 1 minute, they were all gone. And we know from what Microsoft has said about their performance in Korea with xCloud that it's a burgeoning market for Microsoft that, if they put in that work, it's receptive towards them. Unlike with Japan, where off bat, they're already, off 1 foot and having to work from a negative position. In Korea, it seems to be different. It remains to be seen. It's early days. Not saying it's this major feat, but for anyone to say it's bad is, I don't know. That's silly.
I don't think anyone can say it's bad.
Right,
but the whole point is that, again, without the context of knowing the number, it's not that it's bad. It's just that, oh, wow, it hasn't sold out in 20 years and now it's sold out. Well, they could have gotten 1 console for the entire country and then, boom, they sold out. So it's just without the context of the numbers, these things don't mean anything. And I'm not saying that any of these things are bad things. It's good news. I'm not saying that there's nothing good happening. I think there's going to be a lot more sales in Japan and Korea and the Asian market than we had last generation. I honestly think that's what's going to happen. But to say, oh, they sold out, that means they're doing better. These don't mean that doesn't mean anything. until we actually have the data to back that up.
And that's a good point that Nova brings, and that was kind of where a lot of us were coming from originally. Was the point is that optics, and you look at the event in and of itself is a good thing, but agreed that the numbers do make a big point of it without having it. But even with the numbers of right now, we know roughly that statistically we can look at it this way, right? We know that over the past several years, that especially let's look at the last 3 years, Xbox has sold less than 100, even let's go less than 200, right? Consoles a year for the past 3 years within Japan of itself. I believe they said over the generation that they've sold less than even 10,000, right? Or even if we even want to be a little bit more high, even just go a little bit higher, less than 100,000 for the entire generation in all of Japan. So if we even have from pre-sales, if even they allocated, let's say 1,000, right? If they were to sell 1,000 consoles for pre-orders from the get-go, that's already outdoing what they've done in 3 years of an entire generation.
Maybe even more, because they were selling at less than 50 a year.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying is that, again, I understand where Nova's coming in, that the numbers do bring out a good context, but if we look at past numbers to even get an idea of, even if they had a couple hundred, they've sold less than 50 consoles a year for the past 3 years running. So that already is a big bonus if it's even 100 consoles.
They probably did do a lot better this generation. I'm not denying that at all. I think it happened. But the thing is that the big word we keep using is if.
Yeah. And that's where I think that and I agree, and that's what I'm saying is that
okay, but wrap
you look
it up,
at it both ways.
Crispy want to say something too, so go ahead.
If you just look at it both ways, it's good to know that the event of itself is good, and that the possibility of the numbers is already well. But I agree that not knowing the numbers is the one thing that is the big key factor. But just knowing the fact that there's already a better positive outlook than the past 7 years for an entire generation, and especially
it's great
3 consoles, is a big thing going forward for the momentum in that market.
Oh, let me go, Chris. Before you say something, let me go ahead and read this from our boy Megatron. I did not forget you, man. I was over here messing around, hitting buttons. I'm getting back to you. Says, "What's up, GRG? Looking forward to the entertained and to be entertained with the awesome panel of flames." Yes, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. This is going to be a great show because it's already good, and then now we have Prometheus from the Zeus, who finally graced us with his presence.
I just woke up. I'm sorry.
God, that's what boy. I tell you.
Nah, I've been up since 4 a.m, son.
Bro, you making video? I see you making videos.
Sunday.
Yeah, I know.
I made videos. I cooked. I cleaned the bathroom. Yeah, I did a lot.
Yeah, you sound like you just came from the bathroom. Damn.
Yeah,
anyway. So we brought up your point, Lemon. I'm going to let Crispy go ahead and finish what he was going to say. But what we were talking about in the DMs about the selling factor in Japan. I'll get to you right after Crispy go ahead and says what he has to say. But go ahead, Crispy. Go ahead and finish up.
I just say because I don't play on PlayStation. You have to understand. I don't look into PlayStation too much. I just, if they're going to be anti-consumer, I will call them out because it seems like nobody else is. Did they release pre-orders in Japan?
Sony? I have not heard anything about it. No.
And one thing
Nova would probably know.
Does did they
Honestly,
release
don't know.
pre-orders?
I haven't seen anything from Sony.
What I will say is that one thing about Japanese people in general is that they are very loyal and they don't want to feel like an afterthought. You understand what I'm saying? They don't want to feel like they're the last man out. Like it used to be, Sony would release everything first in Japan. And I feel like maybe this is the reason why we're seeing Xbox kind of, come up compared to what they were. And it's a little strange that, Sony's kind of just acting like they're an afterthought. And it's terrible because these gamers have basically made our gaming. like in our entire lives. Like they
Facts.
made it. You know what I mean? So I just don't understand it. And I mean, maybe this is a little niche that Xbox might have going through the generation.
Now,
You're
you
saying
made
they're
a-
treating Japan like an afterthought?
Yeah, like
I
okay,
mean-
because he got a point. Okay, so this is what because Crispy is right. Remember, in the launch of the Xbox, they shipped to United States and somewhere else. I think maybe Brazil or somewhere or South America first, and Japan was damn near last. And Crispy is right. Yeah,
No,
Japan did
Japan
not.
is part of the first one.
No,
They
it was
getting
not. No,
Japan.
no, it was. No, it
No,
wasn't.
for
No, it
Xbox.
wasn't. No. I'm talking about for Xbox. Xbox did
Oh,
not.
okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
And
PlayStation
for
5.
Japan,
You know.
Japan launched a year later after the original launch in Japan. The
Yeah,
first
yeah,
markets was-
It was way late. So PlayStation was well ahead. But I haven't heard anything about the PlayStation except for Chris Hart in the chat saying yes they did. I haven't heard anything else from anybody else. But yeah, that is odd because I think we would have already seen somebody post something from out there. But I don't know. But what do you think? What do you think about the sales aspect of it, man? I guess he don't have anything to say about it.
No, I don't. I don't want
Okay.
to start nothing.
Bro, what? Come on, man. You on a podcast. Let's talk. What?
It doesn't mean shit. Japan doesn't support American brands. They didn't buy the 2600. They don't buy American consoles.
That's what
why
I
they're
want to hear. I
afterthought.
want you to bring what you got to say.
They don't think about us. They don't care. That's why Brazil, of course, they don't go to Brazil. Xbox got a huge fan base in Brazil. Period.
Mhm.
And they're not. Japan is an afterthought because they make themselves an afterthought. If you produce sales for a company, they're gonna prioritize you, and they don't put themselves there. So you get that free smoke. I ain't mad. I ain't mad.
Crispy was talking about PlayStation making them an afterthought now, is what he was saying.
Well,
Right.
the market.
Yeah,
first
I
of
mean-
all, the market for consoles sold and games sold is United States. Out of all the regions, we're number
Yeah.
one. Then it's Europe, and then it's Canada.
You don't
Japan.
think X
They made a big deal. What's that game called? Octopath Traveler, right? Oh, it's making huge sales in Japan on the Switch. You know what they call huge sales first week?
10.
80,000 units. Are you serious?
Yeah.
You see who we talking about here?
That's why PlayStation's headquarters is in the United States and not Japan.
Well, yeah, they just moved them out of there, didn't they?
Sure did.
Last year. So, I mean,
Mhm.
but the fact of it is, okay. So listen, Japan is still it's still relevant because this is like Crispy said. They kind of birthed us on the gaming genre in the first place. So
They really didn't.
who did then?
Atari, stop it.
But who made those games though?
Oh my God, Atari! Come
American.
on.
And even before Atari, there was others, you know.
Yeah,
like-
bro. There was Pac-Man.
Okay,
there
don't
was
say
Pac-Man.
others. Give me a name.
Bro,
Give me a name.
there was
Atari
arcades.
Magnavox.
There was arcades
Time
before.
out. The Atari almost killed gaming.
Yes,
Atari
yes.
was popular.
And then-
Atari was popular
It
in the
was.
West.
It was, and then it almost killed gaming.
Yeah,
with the
It almost
ET
killed gaming
game.
because Atari's a retarded company.
Okay,
Right,
but
and
I-
then- and
we're
then-
talking
and
about
then-
that was
and
the
then
pinnacle of
Nintendo-
gaming.
Nintendo
Pinnacle.
came and saved gaming from fucking being
No, the
swallowed up
gaming
by
market
hell.
had crashed already. It already had crashed. It was over.
And then
NES brought it back.
Right, exactly, which is from Japan. Atari.
But that's not my point. They didn't support something when it was on fire. That's
but
what I said.
what you said was that that Atari did it first, and that's not true because you had
They
Pac-Man.
didn't
You
buy
had
Pong either. They didn't buy Pong
no,
either.
no. You're thinking of consoles. I'm talking about gaming in general. Like Defender and all that
Nintendo,
other
yeah,
stuff
they did
was
come through and save
Japanese
the
games.
market.
Namco was.
And on the Atari, why don't you look up
Namco,
the developers who made,
Konami.
look up
Yeah.
the developers who made the games for the Atari. Look up who made fucking Space Invaders and Pac-Man. These are all fucking Japanese developers that made these games, even if Atari was an American company.
Okay, I ain't talking about developers because if I go into developers, I could destroy Japan right now. I'm talking about their market buying games, buying the system.
Oh no, Japan. Okay, Japan. When it comes to buying, like we can, for example, PlayStation sells more consoles in Japan than Xbox. PlayStation could completely throw out all of Japan's console sales and it wouldn't do anything really to hurt the amount of consoles they've sold because they don't buy a lot of shit in Japan.
Right. That's my point.
Right.
That's my point. Not the making games.
Right. Okay. But
It's the community supporting sales.
But what I said though, Lemon, was that I said that the Japanese market birthed us in gaming. They're the ones that introduced gaming to us with the arcade. So that's what I'm saying. Like I think
You're saying they were the genesis.
Yeah,
there
was ping pong. I mean not ping pong, but
Pong.
Sega started as an arcade studio, dude.
What
like,
are those?
A lot of people don't realize.
I know that.
Yeah.
AM2.
But yeah,
studio. I'm a big Sega fan, but what I said was, we ain't talking about devs because I could destroy all they devs with a couple games currently today. They're not leading the market anymore.
Yeah, but they
That's
had to
over
develop back then.
but they ran the market back then though.
Yeah, they ran it. That's over. That's
okay,
over.
So, yeah, it's
and they don't buy consoles.
But we were talking about back then.
He's talking about historically though, bro. He's not talking about at this moment in time. He's talking about historically and how we are where we are now thanks to Japan is what he's trying to say.
I get
exactly.
that. And I say it all the time. But they still stuck mentally back there. They're stuck.
Well, I mean,
not anymore. Not with XCloud, bro.
Well, hold on.
But,
no. Hold on. This is the thing, though. This is what I do agree with, though, is that, like, that was another point that we made in the DMs, is that I do agree with, is that, like, with fighters and stuff, when we do Fight Night and things like that, we try to play Soul Calibur and try to play Dragon Ball Z Fighters. Like, they got that crazy networking thing that they got, which doesn't make any damn sense because that is stuck into the 90s, early 2000s. And now, like when you try to play Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct, or you play even Street Fighter, everything is more in tune and redefined because they have things better. But if you can't even get a lobby in Jump Force, and I mean Jump Force has been out for 2 years now.
You can't get a lobby in Jump Force. You can't get a lobby in Dragon Ball Z Fighters.
You can get a lobby in Dragon Ball Z Fighters. It's just the way
you can get a lobby. No, but I'm saying like if I go into a server in Dragon Ball Z Fighters, right, and it's full, can you come play with me?
Yeah, because we can go to another. No.
That ain't what I asked you.
But you just asked me, and I just told you yes. You can go to a different place.
You're gonna tell me, Lemon, you have to leave that server, and I have to join you in another one. We got to find another one that has space for both of us. You know how Dreamcast that is? How Quake Dreamcast that is?
I get that, but what I'm saying,
that's the point.
But that's
they're outdated.
You're right on that. Is that they're outdated with that infrastructure? What I do understand though is that maybe with Xbox having some kind of partnership with a Sega or a Capcom or something like that, because I don't think they're acquiring anybody. I think it's going to be they're going to acquire more studios, but I don't think that they're going to buy Sega. Now, they absolutely they got the money. They're already flexed on everybody. But the thing that I'm saying is that a partnership just makes more sense going forward because you can still have everything available to you. And then, but the way to get in is have those Japanese games for the audience presenting with xCloud. I think that's the winning ticket for Xbox going into the future with Japan. What does anybody else think about that?
I can agree with that. They like small.
Yeah, I can agree.
And small and portable. They like that. That's why the Switch crushed PS4 in Japan.
Yes,
crushed them.
They just like weird shit in Japan.
Yeah, they're different.
Well, while you're saying this too, Lemon, though,
they don't care about power.
No,
they don't care about nothing. They got
pachinko
machines.
Not even games.
Machines is popping.
Not even
arcades are popping. Arcades are dead here.
No, aren't they still rocking Tamagotchis and shit?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're not.
Actually,
They cannot leave the world living in the 90s. They can't. They are left behind. You still gotta you come on, Fantasy Star, come on, I'm hype. Now I can't take my character to another ship. Do you not play Destiny? I gotta make 3 different characters for 3 different ships. Are you crazy?
Yeah, but all you need is one person to download Destiny on Game Pass. And I swear to God, like they're probably gonna be like, oh shit, what is this? And you know what I'm saying? Like it gives you the options in Game Pass. As long as they go to the xCloud, it's going to give the options where they're going to experiment.
they really haven't seen Destiny before. Like they don't know what Destiny is.
They know what it is.
Destiny
Well, okay,
is,
They
man.
they not gonna
Not to
support a
cut you guys
Western
off,
style
but we
game. You
really
know
should
why?
move on.
Because
This
a
really gets
Western
off
style
topic.
game,
I got you, but
a
hold on. Let me
Western
make.
style game has destroyed them.
Okay, but let's make this point too, though. So, like, all right, it is a fact that the way that the gaming infrastructure for their online is very old and outdated, but their internet network blows the United States network out of the fucking water.
Oh,
Hold
yeah,
on,
Let's
they
get
hold
that
on.
true.
don't have-
See,
they
I
don't
was
have
waiting for
That's
you
not
to say
accurate
that
either.
because you said that earlier in the chat. Let
And,
me
and,
explain
and
something to you.
no,
Hold on, hold on. You said your
no,
point, and I'm gonna kill that.
no, you can't
First of
kill it
all-
because who's the internet is so much better. Why you think that? Look, you try to go out there and think you could do the same thing out there in Japan like you out here in the United States with a cricket phone. You can't do it.
Their
You
shit's
can't-
like 10 times faster than ours. We
Yeah.
have,
Okay,
the
true
government.
indeed,
We have the
true
government
indeed.
restricting
So
our
they have
feed.
fiber
Yes.
optic
How
all the
big
way
is
through
Japan?
that place.
Europe is also faster than us. How big is Europe? Is Europe United States?
Europe is pretty damn big.
But Europe ain't doing even
No,
come close to where we are.
UK,
And neither is
and
Japan.
they're definitely separate, and Europe as a whole is not the same. They're
I know,
Exactly.
but he
markets.
said Europe, and I was like, Europe is pretty damn big.
Well,
Hey,
what's
if
the
just
point
say
you're trying to
UK.
make about
The
Europe? I don't
United
understand the
States
point.
has more people and more areas to cover than Japan do. The whole Japan don't have that internet. Parts of Japan have that internet. Japan is not populated by the whole island, which it is, with that internet.
No, it's
It's,
only
a
in.
sec-
It's
it's just like when we talk about China.
large
You ever
populated
seen China as a country? Only the parts in the city is popping. Look outside of China. It's all wooden shoes out there. Stop it.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Let's not get crazy here. That's what I'm talking about. You
but I
talking about a
still- I
small
still-
population versus us.
Right, but what's the point that you're trying to make?
We
I don't
are
know-
bigger.
what's the point
It is harder to
We-
spread the great internet. You got people in North Carolina, terrible. You got people in Arkansas,
But
no
we have-
internet.
but-
Hold on.
hold on.
but-
Through
but-
the
but-
pandemic,
but-
you got families
our-
sitting
But this
at-
country, but this is a richer
Our government
country.
restricts our
You're right.
speed.
You're
Right, so that's
And
no
it's all
excuse,
business
Lemon.
orientated. It's a lot.
There's
but
no-
we're still
there's no excuse.
Huge.
Wait,
compared
wait,
to
wait.
Our military protects
let-
fucking Japan.
let's
dude. Come
just-
on, man.
Facts. Me and
Let's
Megatron had
just-
the same conversation.
Let's just
All right.
let me
That's
just
exactly
give you a
what I
little
told
bit of
him.
let me just get a little insight because I worked for a provider, ISP,
Right.
and I'll tell you what the real issue is.
Thank you.
It isn't the fact that we don't have the technology.
Mhm.
It is definitely the fact it's about what is driven in competition, right?
Mhm.
Right.
Because I'm gonna tell you now, working for Time Warner now, Spectrum, they had the ability on coax to give you 1 gig down,
Oh, no doubt.
but they did not do that because they didn't have competition to say we need to unleash all 8 streams. They only did
Mhm.
2.
More
Then
business.
Google
business
came
decisions.
to Texas and Kansas City and then came out with their fiber at 1 gig down and 1 gig up. And then they was like in trouble because they cost the same $100, and they were only offering 100 megs versus 1 gig. So that forced them to start investing in to better and giving customers faster internet because they had no choice. Competition is what creates. It's not the technology. It's just that we have more people. If you go to other countries, they only have like one ISP, right? They only got 1 or 2 providers. It's not like here where there's like all kinds of providers fighting
There's
over
like
your money.
30, 40. Like, you don't even
Facts.
know.
It's more
Okay,
business
so-
orientated
so-
than technology.
And what they do is, especially
Monopolizing.
cable companies, they agree not to compete in the same area, in the same footprint. That's why you don't see 2 cable companies in the same area fighting for your money. It's always Bell, whatever your Bell is, or
Mhm.
DSL or fiber versus cable. It's never cable versus cable. You never see that.
Now
And
let
that's-
me
Same
let
thing
me
here.
add to that. First of
Let-
all,
before
we
you
had
add
a,
to before you add to it, let me read these chats.
Yeah.
Let me get to that. Dang it, made me miss one. All right, here we go. All right, Sir X-Man. He says we got hot topics this week. Let's go GRG. Sir X-Man, again, thank you, sir. He says Pong was made by Magnavox. And then Sir X-Man again, he says Japan is working on 6G. Why we're just getting 5G? That's the point that I'm trying to make. Like we're the richest, and I'm gonna let you finish, Lemon. But we're the richest country in the world, and even though like how PK is breaking this down, and he's absolutely correct, and nobody is really wrong on the issue. It's just that because of politics is why we're being held back. There's no reason for everybody not to have fiber wire going through every country in every state through this country. You know
It's
that.
business.
You know what I'm saying? I know it's business, but see, that's what I'm saying. But their network infrastructure in Japan is way ahead of ours, and it shouldn't be. That's where the money and
It's
jobs
Only
would be.
because of business.
it's not really in Japan that far ahead of us anymore. That hasn't been true
But-
for a long time. But here's the real thing.
They got
Everything you guys
6G.
said is
We're
correct.
just now getting
No,
5G.
I'm not
There's
worried
people
about
that
the
still don't got
wireless.
5G right now.
Listen, I have a networking degree. I have 2 of them,
Mhm.
by the way. So what I'm saying here should not be questioned because it's really not it's just facts, okay? In Japan, we have caught up largely in their home internet. Now, wireless is a different discussion, but neither point even matters because Japan is a tiny island nation in one
Facts.
time zone. They're packed in like tuna, and there's still spare ground, a lot of spare
Facts.
ground. Their net code is shitty because of that reason. They don't have to travel far. Those packets don't go that far, so it doesn't matter. All that stuff we have with networking and fighting games, especially ones that aren't made by the Japanese, we know that they have systems that could work to solve all these issues. And if you notice, all the games you bring up are all Japanese games, not American games or European games. It's only the Japanese games that perform poorly on the internet because
Well, that's
they're
not true
so
either.
local to each other.
That's
Most
not
of
true
the
either.
games.
Mostly,
Yeah.
Most
I
of their
mean,
games
I'm
form
Okay,
poorly.
okay,
overall,
okay,
but my
okay.
point is
Let's
they're
let's
right there. So it
let's
doesn't
just
matter.
move on, guys. I
Hold
just
Yeah,
on,
want
we
to
have
let me
say
make
that.
my point. I brought
Yeah.
up this point last year in the GRG when we talked about cable companies and everybody getting in. And I told K Mega live on this show, Google will not take over the United States because the smaller cable companies will not allow them to get in their territory. Because once they plant their foot in that territory, Google got unlimited money. We had this conversation. What happened to Google Fiber? Dead.
It's the same reason why I don't have
Dead.
FiOS in my
You're
area.
right.
It's
And
right.
my
You're right.
the first area they ever
Last
advertised
year.
it for.
I'm not
He's
talking
right. He's
about
right.
it. I'm just it's business here. Not that we don't have it. It's a different politic game here. And Japan is tiny compared to us.
Right, and they only got like one ISP. Like I said, in most
Right.
countries,
It's a difference,
they don't
man.
have all these ISPs fighting for your money. They really only got 1 or 2. And like in Australia, I think it's the government internet where they don't
Yeah.
have a choice.
Right.
So
Government control, dude.
It's a different
It's-
ball game over here.
over
Not
here we have
I like
more options, though it is controlled by. But I'm just saying,
Now,
We don't have more
Technology
options.
wise-
okay, but
No, we
hold
don't.
on. Let me. I'm gonna just make this point, and then we're gonna move on to the next topic. Okay, somebody in the chat. I can't say your first name, but Bane. He says everyone is mistaken Japan with South Korea. Japan is no longer the tech power hold. Korea is.
there you go.
Korea.
There you go.
Korea is coming up with all of the tech. Japan simply
This is true.
purchasing it from them and implementing it. Okay, got you. So
Yep,
so there we
that's
go.
true.
So
More
that kills everything. All right, let's get to the
But we
next
talking
topic.
about Japan though. We know
we're-
what
we're-
Korea had. Remember how we had that conversation earlier,
We're
too?
done with it. We're moving on to the
Yeah.
next topic. Luna. Let's talk about this. All right, so we've been hearing rumors for a long time about Amazon making their move. We already seen with Google; they were the first ones to jump in. They wanted to get people. They wanted to be first. And I still have faith in what Google is doing because of their pockets, even though their actions has not been that great. But
Game over.
it could be. It could be.
It's game
But
over.
but when you have Amazon coming into the fold and really making all the right decisions. I was just listening to your video earlier today, Lemon, and you was over here basically saying that for Amazon sitting back and waiting, they made the proper they checked all the arrows. They pretty much got everything. You don't have to use their controller. They got a good start off price point. You could even use mouse and keyboard, and also
Right.
they have the best servers out there in the world. So I'm gonna go to our guest. I'm gonna go to Nova.
Ooh, I don't like nothing you just said, but okay, I can't wait.
That's fine. I mean, that's the whole point of the podcast. I'm excited. So, what do you think? I mean, can Amazon be a player going against what xCloud is doing now, since Xbox is pretty much already established, but xCloud is still new. And then you have Stadia. Then let's not forget, Nvidia has their streaming service that's available. Do you think that they can coincide, or is this pretty much this streaming thing is just not going to work? What do you think?
Will they coincide? Maybe. Like I think Amazon did make the right decision by sitting back and waiting because Google wanted to be first out the gate, and the shit just wasn't ready for prime time. It wasn't ready, and they paid the price for that. So Amazon sat back and waited, and now they're making all the right decisions. Agreed. But I still think that xCloud is just it's gonna be the streaming service that people are gonna get. Like you already associate Xbox with games. You don't associate Amazon with games. That's something that's gonna kind of hurt it right away. Like, oh, Amazon's got a gaming service. That's cool. Oh, Xbox has a gaming service. Like, which one just by the sound of it sounds more appealing? It's gonna be the Xbox gaming service. Plus, I don't think it's gonna be a while before Amazon has anything that can even be close to the value that you're gonna be getting with xCloud. So maybe their servers and shit are better. I don't know anything about that. But I think if you have the two competing, I don't see how Amazon's Luna can compete against xCloud. That's just my opinion.
Okay, all right. Let me go to you, Crispy. What do you think about this? I mean, is it where Luna is pretty much it's gonna kind of overtake Stadia because of the fact that, I mean, I'm looking at people. I'm looking at Fuzzy Belvedere. He's saying, look, man, I mean, Luna's already leapfrog Stadia, and I know there's a lot of people on this panel that doesn't have really too much faith in what Google is doing with Stadia. So, what is your thoughts? And I mean, going against, I mean, because there's still PlayStation, and PlayStation has PlayStation Now. They're a player as well. They can make some moves and get into this as well. So, what do you think about all of this and Luna, man?
Well, I mean, first of all, is PlayStation going to play nice with Microsoft? Because the servers that they bought into, Microsoft owns. So
that is right.
Saying,
that is right.
When it comes down to it, Amazon watched everything that Game Pass has done, and they basically freaking copied it. And they dropped the price, and they said, "You pay this monthly price, you have all this money in your pocket." And keep in mind, it's technically a beta, by the way, so it's still new. But I mean, they hit the price point, $6. I mean, it's not bad. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. For people that just want to get interested in gaming, like I heard Valhalla is going to be there. I think, so I don't know. Like they have something going. And this is where Phil went back and said, dude, our competition is not Sony. Dude, is it kind of weird that, right after the Bethesda announcement, they go and drop that? I don't know,
No,
man.
you're right. I mean, because Lemon said the same thing in this video.
I'm just saying, like, dude, like,
they know something.
I'm gonna tell you right now, okay? Because I have people, and I haven't been told nothing more. There's a purchase that is going to come that is as big as Bethesda very soon. Okay,
we'll get it, Crispy. We'll get into that when we get into the Bethesda stuff. We'll get into that.
But that's because the big dogs are in the house now. You got Google, you got Amazon. I don't know what the hell Apple's doing. I think Apple, with their whole BS, with the xCloud shit, is because, guess what? They had a deal with Amazon. Mm-hmm. That's what I think. So I'm just saying there's a lot of backdoor deals going on. None of us saw what we got this week. And I'm going to tell you right now, shit's going to hit the fan. There's a lot of gaming companies that we got so many consoles coming out in the next year and a half, 2 years. It's insane. Yeah. You got Intellivision, you got Atari VCS, you got all these wild consoles.
That
trying to hit the retro gamer, you're trying to hit the the big AAA gamer, you're trying to hit everybody. And PlayStation's just sitting back like, well, shit, what the fuck do I do?
They did what they did. They bought Insomniac. Good luck.
Well, listen, we'll get into the whole buying thing. We got a big panel tonight, so we got to keep it rolling.
Keep it rolling.
I got to keep it rolling, Bloody. So that means keep it rolling. We got to keep it rolling. So let's go. So I'm going to you too, brother, right now. So what do you think, man, about the Luna situation, man? I mean, is Amazon a big player?
Yes and no.
I was gonna say you sounded hesitant.
I say yes because you got to think of what Amazon already has. They already have game studios that have worked on projects. Have they been successful? No. The one that they have with what happened with what was that game? Crucible came out, was completely janked, completely horrible, just bad all the way around. Immediately went back into beta after they hit their full launch. They have the fact that they have an MMO that has actually been surprisingly well received so far through all of its alpha and beta testing with New World that's set to launch later this year. That's going better with their studios. People also forget that Amazon also owns a gaming engine, which I believe is called the Lumber Engine or the something that they have their own tech when it comes to gaming. And people also know that Amazon has a stake in gaming with the fact that they own Twitch. They have the Twitch integrations. They also have the Twitch Prime, which now is Prime Gaming, and all the collaborations that Amazon has put in with gaming companies, making specific integrations and stuff like that using open APIs with game companies to do things on their streaming platform, which is something that Microsoft had with Mixer, but they didn't utilize it or even have it on the level that Amazon has. Amazon has a stake in the gaming industry. It's just not what's comparable to when you look at someone like Xbox with what they have with xCloud. However, the thing is, the other aspect of what Amazon has is that they're able to have money to be able to make deals as what they've already announced with these gaming channels and what they're specifically going to have set up with specifically with Ubisoft coming straight out the gate, where it's going to work similar to how Game Pass works, where you subscribe to that game channel and you're able to get whatever you play or Ubisoft games come out and be able to play it day and date, similar to that. However, the thing that's going to make it different is that you have to subscribe to each of these individual gaming channels. Think of them as a cable service for gaming. You have the main content, which is what they're talking about, where you're subscribed to the service and you have access to all these games that are going to be in there openly. But if you're going to work on something specifically with certain publishers, you have to add that on to that service. Whereas you look at what we just saw with Game Pass, they added EA Plays and all of EA Access's backlog directly included into Game Pass at no additional cost. That's where you're going to look at where they're going to be. The big competition is are they going to be able to pursue these big publishers, make these add-on gaming channel subscriptions worthwhile? Are they going to, how is it going to inflate the cost of it? What's going to be their services and what's going to be, or specifically, how is their streaming network and their entire servers going to handle the stress load and things like that? Because we already know what Microsoft is doing and what Xbox is specifically doing with their data centers and leveraging what they have with their content and all the ability that they have with that, utilizing, especially with what's coming up with really pushing 5G connections for being able to do cloud gaming. So is Amazon going to be able to use their own data centers? Are they going to have to rent data centers? If they rent data centers, who's they're going to go into? And then that falls back onto the cost.
Don't Amazon have the most data centers in
No, they don't.
Yes,
No.
they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes,
You
they
think
do.
they do?
Yeah, they do.
AWS is ahead of Microsoft Azure, although it's plateaued and slowly going down. Meanwhile, Azure is still going up.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No, but I'm talking about
trade spots.
Microsoft got more gaming servers than
Lumberyard.
At this time, I mean, there's still more to it.
But again, that's still where it comes down to is that Microsoft already has been implementing everything with the data centers that they've been utilizing and how they've been already building it and how they've been making those data centers have those servers specifically set up for what they were testing with xCloud, how they expanded it to multiple countries and how they already utilize their technology and what we're seeing with how they're making their blades for all of that. We also know that when they update them that they're going to be using the newer technology. We don't know how much of Amazon has already invested specifically for gaming. We know they have a large amount of servers specifically to help run their entire worldwide shipping and marketing website, as well as the fact that they have to be able to have servers that can handle streaming platforms with what they have with Twitch. But how much of that is actually going to be able to handle cloud gaming?
Yeah.
Right.
Also,
Good
the fact that you have to
fucking point, dude.
utilize
And
the
Netflix
fact
is
of
on it.
internet connections.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
All right.
That's a great point.
Can I answer that?
Yeah, go ahead. I was going to go to you next, PK.
So let me just be real, okay? I'm not gonna go down
Well, I would hope you would
Amazon's
be real.
capability,
I would hope
but
you would be real. I mean, that's
AWS
supposed to be.
AWS is definitely their cloud uh uh kin to Azure, but they have separate servers for running their gaming, Twitch, and everything else. I'm just telling you now, they're let's just be real. Amazon has the money, and yes, they did do it right because their offering does not say you have to buy each game like Stadia does. Their offering says you just pay a subscription, just like xCloud. Now, the $6.99 is just a entry beta kind of test. It's not the full blown
It's not right.
price.
It's not the price.
So we can't judge that yet. But and to give you specific details, it will do 4K 60 on selected titles, specifically some of the Ubisoft titles, but not every title. But what's really good is just like how Xbox has xCloud implemented in their ecosystem and Game Pass, so does Amazon. They are literally allowing you to stream Twitch and push play on a game and play the game straight from the channel. They already thought this through. This is not a stumble. They actually waited on purpose to unveil this at a certain time. Think about it. Their controller looks just like a Switch Pro and
Yeah.
an Xbox controller put together. But it has one feature that neither controller has, and that's Alexa built into it. It has Alexa built into it, and the controller directly connects to their cloud all automatically when you got it connected to the internet. So, yes,
Just like Stadia,
they.
actually. To be honest, to be fair to them.
But
Stadia is
okay, but
retarded.
Stadia.
Yeah.
We're not
still,
gonna talk about Stadia because they don't have the same um
Stadia's
the same
dead. That's all there is to
they
it.
don't they still don't have the same backbone and the
No, they don't.
uh
I was just saying that one thing with the search and the controller. They at least have that. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you got to
So
connect it to your phone.
but the thing I'm saying to you is
But
I believe that what you don't understand is the reason why Phil knew this was coming is because Amazon got enough money to make that kind of $7.5 billion purchase. So if you really want to play games, you have no idea what they might do going forward. They might just make a move like that.
hmm
It could be an EA purchase. It could be, I'm not saying it will. I'm just saying they got the bread to invest. And if Amazon sees money in it, guess what they are doing, bro? They're not playing games. They just got into the pharmaceutical world. Who does that?
facts.
That's money.
I
They is
mean,
not playing.
Microsoft
You're
is in the
talking about
pharmaceutical world.
No, but
I'll
we ain't
say
talking
to
about.
you.
He's talking about what they bring into the table to match Microsoft. Like they got
Yeah,
unlimited pockets.
and again, that's why we saw that Phil and Satya said that their biggest competition is not anyone in the industry. It's another tech giant that can actually do something, which is
I agree.
Amazon and Apple,
So
because
that's what
they're
I'm
the ones who got money. And look at what Apple's doing now. They're starting their own streaming service with what they have with Apple Arcade.
I
gonna work.
don't believe that Apple is going to get anywhere. Okay, I highly
never
doubt
get
that.
Arcade has been flopping this far.
All right.
Yeah. It's like,
The reason
Again, they have the ability if they really put the money in, but like
But
everything
no,
Apple,
no,
but like
it's
everything
not.
Apple does, it's always completely just kind of like, yeah, we could do it. We'll
yeah,
just,
but let PK speak
No,
though, because this
let-
is
Yeah, go ahead, PK.
what I'm saying is just to clarify your point. Apple won't do it because they are proprietary 100%. Amazon will be successful because they're not. Okay, and yes, they found a way to get around Apple's 30% cut, and I'm hurt that K Mega didn't watch my video because I talked about this. But they doing it in a way
My
where they're
bad.
not
My
going
bad.
through
I'm a busy man.
the App Store. You go to the website to get to your gaming, which is that 100% bypasses the 30% Apple tax. if you have to go to the browser and they can't stop you.
I will check it. I will check it out after the show. I promise you.
No,
That's on me
no,
because
no worries.
I know I
I
seen
ain't
it.
tripping. I'm just
No, well, no, I see because the only video that I seen that popped up in my notifications was the one-on-one with Don, and
I
then
think
the other shows that I seen pop
Are
up
y'all
with.
doing this bro talk live?
Yeah,
no, I said I'm
yeah.
not
Well,
tripping. I'm trying to get back to.
well, no,
Hey,
I
look,
just was letting them know what I seen. If I seen it, I would have watched it. I watch all y'all stuff. So anyway, suckers. Anyway, so go a final point before we move on to Slayer,
yeah. So
because I
final
want Lemon
point
to go last
is
on this.
that Amazon is a true competitor. And best believe everything they got into, they have found a way to make profit. And they're not going to just invest into this technology lightly. They definitely have the backbone, they definitely have the servers, they definitely have everything on their side to make this profitable. And I see this as a good thing because you don't want xCloud just to be by itself. You want true competition to force xCloud to be better. And that's my final point on it.
Great point. Great
Yeah,
point.
yeah, but at the same time, it's gonna suck to have all these different companies coming in and then purchasing all these other studios or making deals to where now it's like with the streaming services we have now, we have Netflix, then we have Hulu, we have this. If you want to watch that, you got to have this service. If you want to watch that, you have to
Hey,
have that service, and we have
that's the way of the
17,000.
life, yo.
No, I
He's
That's the
right
understand.
though. He's
business.
right.
Yeah,
I,
he's right.
I understand, but it's gonna fucking suck if
Yeah,
that's
It's
what
just like
happens.
with the cable companies and the internet.
Okay, so
Same thing.
so let me make
Yep.
this point before let me ask you this though, Nova, before I go to Slayer. Is it that because Sony gave this messaging of old traditional way of gaming is still going to be around? Is it that because you guys believed that that was what was going to happen, or
No,
did
I don't have an issue with the streaming. I
okay?
think that the idea of having a like depending on where we want to stream, like if we could have a streaming service and
Yeah,
get a majority of the games, that's fine. But we're gonna start seeing all these streaming services emerge
right.
where okay, these games are over here, these games are over there, and it's like, well, what if you just want to stream these games or have all these games on one streaming device, and we're not gonna have the ability to do that. So you're gonna have to either buy this one and miss out on all of that. And it's kind of the same as having exclusive games on the consoles. But right now we really only have two big consoles, and I see with the streaming services we're going to have way more than just two streaming services for gaming. It's going to
Oh,
be
we
shit
absolutely.
all over the place, and it's
Yeah,
just going to be a mess. And they're going to keep buying this and buying that, and it's just going to be completely spread out all over the place. And
yes.
that's what I think is going to suck. But the streaming itself, I don't think streaming's bad at all.
Oh, okay, so let me go to you. Okay, so Slayer, I'm going to make this point, but I'm going to ask you this too. Now, I said this on Next, and Soma and PK said it. I was listening to him when I had to make this run, but he made the point about like Amazon's pockets. They can make everybody's all big and bad about what Microsoft did and what they bought. Amazon could do that just as easily, if not easier. Is it at the point now to where, and I know that it's a big fear for some gamers out there, but is it going to get to the point to where when Phil and them gave this message of saying, look, we're trying to end the generations for your own good, so come and play on Xbox because we're still going to be friendly because there's some evil bastards over there in Amazon and Google and Apple that's going to jump in and they're going to, and if they want to buy everything, they will do it. Do you think that that could be a fear as well?
All
That's
right.
going forward.
Well, what I have to say on Amazon, and to answer this question of yours, is
Yeah.
really just about what I was going to say anyway. So in so doing,
Okay.
I'll answer
All right.
that question.
Good deal.
So, let me get to what I'm going to say. So, 2010 on live. Remember on live, the progenitor of this whole streaming thing in the first place? Yo,
Yeah.
go back and check it. Yo, they should have found we had an article saying it's impossible. Look how they sound real stupid now, right? But hey, that was 10 years ago. On live, they were talking. These guys were scheming that up since 2003. I had to do back the homework to remember all that stuff. But so Google's tried it. EA has tried a beta. I was in a beta. Not Sega. Ubisoft did one. I beta tested
Mhm.
that. Okay. Nvidia has theirs. GeForce Now, which I really like. I'm expand on that in a second. Now we have Microsoft. The last player. Oh, and also Google tried and already flopped and they're already a joke. And I don't think, to be honest, I don't think
Stop disrespecting the mighty Stadia.
whatever, man. They're a joke to everybody. They're already done. So they're done. They played their cards. They crapped out.
looking
They out.
stupid.
Right.
All right, okay, people in
Amazon-
the chat, people that's watching, right?
Oh
People
my
that's
God.
watching right
Don't get them
now.
to co-sign this. Don't do it to yourself.
People
Don't do it live.
People in the chat, let's do it
Uh-oh.
live.
Clown you, bro. They gonna clown you.
If Stadia is still, if Google Stadia is still alive, put 1. If Stadia is dead fish in water, it's finito chitons, put
Stadia
2.
been dead, bro. Get
Stadia
over
been
it.
dead, yo.
Give me
Yo,
a
yo,
1
yo,
or a
yo,
2. All right, player, go ahead,
Yo,
brother. Go
please,
ahead.
people in the chat,
They
save
announced that
K
shit.
Mega.
Look,
He's drowning.
right there.
Throw
That's
him a life
1. That's 1
preserver,
right there. Go
please.
ahead. Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
Oh.
Anyway, 2, 3, 2.
Oh.
So
Oh.
anyway,
And
9.
Damn, somebody put that.
Nice. Anyway, that makes
Shit,
up for the 1. There we go. That's 5 more 2s. Anyway, yo.
Come
so
on,
listen,
I need a couple of more 1s, guys. Come on, it's close. It's close. We need a couple of 1s.
So, by the way, okay, Google fucked up already, and Amazon is the worst kept secret we know. They were plotting they play long ago, ever since they made their fork of Android that they call Fire OS, and basically copying everything that Google did software wise on that tip. But they have AWS, like I said, larger than Azure, already plateaued. But either way, like PK was saying, Amazon already got this money to do the Microsoft moves, okay? They are Microsoft level. And from time to time, Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates will trade back and forth on who's the richest man in the world in the past 2-3 years, okay? They're equal when it comes to money. So Amazon is the one who could try and be even closer as successful as Microsoft is right now. Okay. And so we'll see about that. But the only thing I care about from a cloud streaming platform is that when I put my money in, it's not flushed down the toilet because the service dies. The one thing I can say with Stadia is if you buy an Ubisoft game, at least it's in your Uplay account and you could get it on your PC when Stadia dies. Okay. That's it. GeForce Now, they don't sell you games. That's your Steam account. You good. And likewise with xCloud. Now, Sony, I don't know what they're doing with PS Now because they have 4 generations of PlayStation and 2 generations of handhelds that they could rely on to make a slamming streaming service that could outdo anything that's out right now. But I don't know. Sony's being like Nintendo nowadays, not making the right moves when it comes to anything. So whatever. So Microsoft's in the lead right now. Nvidia is doing the little side thing on the PC side if you want to do streaming for PC games, but not everything is there. And then there's Amazon looming with Luma. They could do it, but they have to answer this question of what's going to happen with the software I buy, and then the pricing and the performance and all of that. But like I said, also with the controller thing, they're doing the same thing as Stadia does. The controller stuff connects directly to the internet itself, and you can do the searching with the button. Just like you do with Amazon and Alexa. And so I'd like to see what Amazon is going to do. But I'm not really rooting for them because I really feel like Microsoft and Nvidia are doing quite well alone on their own. Sony's going to wake up one day. They have 4 generations of PlayStation and 2 generations of handheld to fall back on to populate a streaming service. So it's up to Sony, Microsoft, and possibly Amazon. This is a 3-way battle, and we'll see what's going to happen.
Right. So nobody is thinking about Nintendo trying to join the fight.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah,
no,
Nintendo.
okay. Yeah, I don't think.
Nintendo's being Nintendo, man.
Yeah, Nintendo's gonna be Nintendo, but Nintendo is still riding it out. But I tell you, Nintendo is the cockroach of the consoles, man. They know how to keep it moving, keep it pushing, regardless. You can microwave that bastard. You can put it in you can burn it. You can do whatever you want to, but that damn thing will still survive. Nintendo is by far legit and probably really the smartest because nobody looks at Nintendo. It's just that, hey, you know what? I like Nintendo. I've always liked Nintendo. I'm going to buy this console or this hybrid or whatever because it's just Nintendo. It's amazing to think. But Lemon, there you go. Here you go. What do you think about Luna?
They
I like that name too.
Yeah, it's cool. But they bugging. They have a serious problem. All of these dedicated streaming services have a problem. Okay. We just talked about it. Who's the biggest market for everything? Cars, microwaves, cell phones. Everything is sold here. We don't have the top internet in the world, and we don't. If you notice through this, through the T virus, you have families sitting outside of Kentucky Fried Chicken to get Wi-Fi. Did y'all see those reports?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
So when you have that option, the online game, stream, and then you have an option to buy a console, you don't have good internet. Where you going? To the console, right? Because you can't stream nothing. You can't afford it, or it's not in your area. There's always a physical option. You see, this is why xCloud win. No matter what Google do, we already see they paywalls and this game is not included. Problem. You see GeForce Now? You can stream all your PC games, your Steam stuff. Financially, after you reach a certain point, it's $10 a gig on their service. They're eliminated. Now we have Luna. They're coming into the market. Strong, great idea. Just take a controller. Use your browser. You're good. Sounds good, right? Now they got channels. So you have an Ubisoft channel. We don't know how much that's going to cost. We know how much the entry level of the alpha or the beta is going to cost is $5.99, $6. That sounds good, but they specifically said that's only for the entry level, the beta testers. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm willing to pay that. And then you get an Ubisoft channel. Then you might get an EA channel. Then you might get a 2K channel. List goes on. An Activision channel. Now we're looking at cable company prime channel fees per channel, which adds in money. How much is Ultimate? $14.99?
$15, yeah.
Yeah.
Period.
15, yeah.
Period. Now look at this. Forget the prices. All right, we know, dudes. I don't want to pay extra $5.99 a month just to play Ubisoft games. I ain't doing that. I ain't playing $5.99 just to play. Because I was gonna stop paying for EA Play this year. Yeah. I already canceled. This was the last year until they added it with Game Pass. I told my daughter's golf all that game shipping with. Oh, I can't. I put that not to renew at the perfect time. I did that like 7 months ago. But what I'm saying is, how can you compete with what Microsoft is bringing, and you got a stipulation per company? You can't win. When they including everything in the price. So forget xCloud. Don't even matter. Forget that. We're not going to even go in here. We're going to go just to console streaming over xCloud. Your games you just bought yesterday that might not be in xCloud, you still can stream. What you just bought. Physical, digital, whatever. It's on your system. You can play it remotely. Long as you got good internet service and great Wi-Fi wherever you at. Who beating that?
That's why I was saying that. I don't think Luna can compete with xCloud.
They're not. They can't compete.
They can't give you the same value that you get with xCloud. You're getting way more.
They can't.
Shit.
Exactly.
Now, unless I was just gonna say this though, if less is just kind of like what PK was alluding to, and what I've said is if like, okay, they got this partnership with Ubisoft, and then just say, hey, look, we'll just go ahead and buy Ubisoft if Ubisoft is willing to. If the price is right for Ubisoft.
Oh, if Amazon wanted it, Amazon can go buy fucking everything.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Like, that's what that would have to do. In order for them to compete with xCloud, they would have to go fucking buy everything else that exists and then make it only on Luna. And they're not going to do that. And even if they did do that, I don't think it's still going to be profitable.
Well, they can't buy Ubisoft because Nvidia owns you.
Well, either way,
PK, money talks, bullshit walks, bro.
It was a hypothetical, but the thing is, even if they'd have to run the table and buy everything else.
Right?
Yeah. Money walks, bro. You can't.
And that shit's not happening.
People come talking about Gabe out there in Steam and what he's gonna do, what he ain't gonna do. If somebody drops that bag on that table and say, look. How much? I'm not for sale. How much? They drop another bag. I'm not for sale. Drop another bag.
Everybody and everything has a price.
Yeah, everybody and everything has a price. Absolutely.
And the people that say that shit.
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying Nvidia is just as large. It's a media company.
Amazon can buy Nvidia.
It's not worth buying Nvidia. Trust me.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
saying, but they
it's-
could if they
They
wanted
just
to.
bought
That's
ARM.
how
I don't know about that.
Amazon's money is unbelievably.
So is Nvidia, son.
But Nvidia's not making Amazon
They just
money,
bought
bro.
ARM for
No.
40
Yeah,
million.
bro,
40 billion,
bro,
not
Yeah,
billion.
yeah, they got money.
bro,
son.
yeah.
Yeah, money.
They
Amazon's
don't
over
got
here.
Amazon money.
And
Yeah,
ARM,
When you start
Amazon.
talking,
Yeah.
you
That money
buying
back
companies
to
for $40 billion.
Bezos got when
They ain't gonna
Bezos
drop it
got it
upon him.
when Bezos got when he's winning by his divorce by giving his wife two like billions of dollars, and that's a win for him, bro.
I get it.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
get
go
it.
ahead, go brother. Go ahead.
But my point
Take it to the
is,
next topic, too.
no matter what we're talking about here with these streaming services, Phil has been the smartest guy that we didn't see coming. Phil has been standing in the shadows being nice.
Mhm.
Hey, buddy, gaming
Lord, that's
for
what I'm
all.
talking about.
We're doing this. No, he know what's going on behind the scenes. They got that type of money that their advisors are telling them, listen, you got two big competitors coming in 2020. You got to make a decision. xCloud is not their only bread and butter. It's a bonus. It's not everything that they're doing. Of course they're gonna promote it, games for services. Of course they're gonna do it because they're putting their money into it. But guess what? That's all Amazon and Google got. They should have made a console with those features. Now you have options. They don't got no option. They got one direction. They got tunnel vision.
Yeah.
That's it. Because the market is the United States. We buy everything. We buy the most of everything. Cell phones, you pick the topic. We are the market. You don't have, everybody don't got that perfect internet. Everybody ain't got, look, I got 350 up. No, yeah, I got 350 down and 150 up. I pay $40. Anybody else can match that in each state?
But hold on, let me.
Six.
Okay,
I'm
but
just
you,
saying.
but you,
down,
but
only
you,
15
but
up.
hold
Yeah.
on. Okay, so we got to get ready to go to the next topic. But I got to, and you can come back at me on this one. But you keep on saying this type of stuff because of what's going on just in America. I made
No,
this
but I'm
point-
talking about us.
No,
We the region.
bro. Okay, but
We're
when
the
you,
ones we have to be
We're the
catered
ones-
to.
let me
we
finish.
are the place they wanna make the money.
Let me yeah, in the sense of of products and things like that. But with cell phones, it's a whole nother animal. Listen, this is the thing that I was saying in the chat in the DMs was that yes, in the United States those things are true, but in somewhere else in some other country, consoles cost ridiculous amounts of money.
No doubt, because the money exchange is different. Like
right,
Canada,
yeah,
it's crazy. But what I'm saying is,
but no, hold
we
on.
are still the market.
Okay, forget all that. The thing I'm trying to say to you though, there are more cell phones than there is PCs and consoles.
No doubt.
Combined. So how to attract gamers that would love to play these games, but their families cannot afford $1,000 console or an $800 console. It is through if they can get it through their phone.
xCloud.
Yeah,
Yeah,
xCloud.
but you can still get a Game Pass and xCloud without an
Right.
Xbox.
No.
That's what I'm saying, but what
I
I'm
got
saying
that.
is-
I got that. But this is also. But okay, look at what Apple is doing. If Apple decided to, Apple's going to have to break at some point because they're looking really crazy with what they're doing. But
They're retarded.
if Apple themselves just say, look, they wanted to get really serious with what they're doing with the Apple Arcade. Man, that's billions of people that they have access to playing their games. And then the one caveat I think that everybody is missing is Prime. It's Amazon Prime. If they lock this Luna with Amazon Prime, and that's already hundreds of millions of people that's already on Amazon Prime already, then that is the win. It's just according if Amazon's going to be greedy or if they're going to be smart at first. I think that's why they're more dangerous overall because they were already smart to take their time and to look and observe everything. And if they just be a little bit more methodical, they can really. And if they start buying some stuff on the side, this could be a lot more interesting.
They have one option though.
Yeah,
wireless.
The biggest threat, but I still don't think
You can't you can't live off of that. You can't live on wireless. You can't reach everybody. Microsoft got two options, and the second option is mad affordable. That's what I'm telling you.
I'm not debating that. I'm just saying, but
no, because
don't sleep
if Amazon would have dropped the console,
cell phone gamers. Because cell
Right?
phone gamers are a huge market.
But what Lemon is
Well-
saying is there's a minimum that has to be met that they can't meet
I-
without spending a lot of money without
And every
doing a
cell
lot
phone
of
can't
things.
play.
I got that,
There
Every
is
cell
step
phone
one
cannot
and
play
step two, and step
xCloud
But
either.
if people
Let's
have,
not get
but
crazy
if people
here.
but if people have but if people can't afford to get a console because of the price tag, and they got Amazon Prime, and Amazon decides to say, look, you can get Luna through what we have. I mean,
But
through
they still need the games and everything else, and they still gotta spend an impossible amount of money.
no,
This has to be a
not if they
slow
not
burn.
if they
you know,
include
but
not if they
Mega,
include
you
because
think-
you're already
there's
paying
one thing you
into
forget.
you're already paying into
No, but I'm
No,
talking
but hold
about
on.
the software and
You
everything else.
saying
to
if they
support it.
add just the service, right?
Yeah, if they add the
but
service.
But we can't anticipate that because
How
that's
not?
part of the deal.
How not?
Because
What-
that's not
this,
part of the
this
deal.
This isn't a beta. Anything could change.
I mean, everything could change, but right
Yeah.
now, when you start adding channels, that means that developer, that publisher is making that money. When they have their own channel, they're not gonna jump on that.
Yeah, but how many times have you also seen deals where you can get a streaming service like a Hulu or an Amazon,
Yes.
and it'll come with something else? Xbox could easily go to fucking Netflix and be like, all right, we're gonna have a deal where your Netflix membership automatically gets you fucking xCloud.
No, I mean, no, you're right. Like I'm saying, like
No.
Xbox
He's
has
100% right.
No, he is 100% right. Like
I just bought
Xbox.
that Galaxy Note 20 Ultra.
You
That
fellas
came with a
really need to
deal.
move on.
That came with a deal,
Mm.
and that's Samsung. They
X-
new TVs is coming with a deal,
Xbox
and
already.
that's the #1 provider of TVs on the planet.
And Netflix outnumbers Amazon Prime by a fuck ton.
We're not gonna even talk about that.
Yeah, but so, okay, but
100% correct.
all right, but that's.
But we gotta go. We gotta
yeah,
go.
we got to move around. We got to move around. So I'm gonna try to get back to the SSDs because I really do. Most likely the Spider-Man thing is probably going to get avoided, and the pre-order stuff is going to be definitely avoided. So because and then what we got to do is that I'm going to kind of make it a roundhouse table, and the person that I feel that's the most quiet, I'm going to go to them so they can give their point of view. So but for when we first talk about this topic about Bethesda and all that. Hey, if you got closed mouth, you just don't get fed until everybody is kind of done. So let this be a roundhouse table. I'll pick the first person, and then we'll just go on from there. So I see you, Livewire. Anyway, Xbox acquired Bethesda. How big was the move for the Xbox, and what do you guys think Xbox will do with the games? I think that this is pretty self-explanatory because we've already seen that. There was something that I was going to add in here. I'm not even going to do that. That's time. That waste of time.
Never waste of time. Do it, and there's always a GRG plus.
Yeah, bro. Yo, straight up.
Get to
Yo,
these topics, man.
listen,
Let's get it.
everybody's talking like
You
this
got
is a big deal.
106 people in here. Let's get it. Let's
Yeah,
go.
everybody's
Time to
talking
go.
like it's a big
Go
deal 'cause
time.
it is a big deal. It's that.
I can't
it's
have
the-
nobody that
it's-
was.
Big
I
week
can't.
of- big 3 weeks of gaming.
I can't have somebody that was late come telling me it's go time.
No,
Yeah,
whatever.
anyway.
I'm here. I'm perking up.
Well, yo,
Yeah, you're perking up. I hear
I'm thinking about the people that's watching. It's not about me. It's about us.
I hear you, brother.
Facts.
Anyway, facts.
Okay, fellas, yo, listen.
Sir
Face
X Man,
that.
hold on, sucker. Sir X Man in the chat. He says I'm listening to. He said I'm listening to you guys, and I'm at work playing Shadow Warriors 2 on xCloud. There's no way anyone's going to beat this service. Lemon is right. Boy, hell froze over because you said the limit was right. Anyway.
Not even. But yo,
Yeah.
this Bethesda thing, Megaton.
Yes.
Everybody's acting like it's Megaton. Let's
All
not
right.
pretend it isn't. These games, yo, they're gonna honor previous contracts. Everything else is a dub for any platforms that they don't choose to do. So the mega games, the big dooms and all of that, that's staying the PC and Xbox. And if you think anything different, I got a brig like to sell you. Like, what's up with that? Come on, just stop. Yo,
Bridge.
Phil
Come on,
Spencer,
son.
I say the same multi-plat, bro. There's no fucking way they're going exclusive.
Okay. Go ahead. One at a time, but yet I don't mind the back and forth. But
All right, so hold on. So
Okay.
listen.
Okay, go ahead.
From Phil Spencer himself. These are his words, not mine. He said, "We don't care how many consoles we sell you." A. He said,
Oh, you're gonna make me play it. You're gonna make me play it. Keep going.
Not in relation to this. He said this.
No.
This has no
Mhm.
context.
Let him go. Let him go. Let him go.
Yeah,
Let him go.
Let him
he
finish.
said exclusives are counter to what gaming is about.
Mhm.
He also said, "We don't care where you play our games as long as you play our games." So everything Phil Spencer has been saying is we don't give a shit about exclusives as long as you're playing our games. That's all that matters. So either they're gonna stay multi-plat, or Phil Spencer is a liar and a hypocrite.
But you can't
Gotta
hold
be
him
one
to
of the two.
every
No.
word.
Let him finish.
Let the man
Let him
finish.
go.
Hold on. Let him finish.
It's got to be one of those two things.
Sick, just relax, man. Let the man
Okay.
talk.
Yeah.
Let him talk to him.
And I honestly don't understand how they're going to recuperate the 7.5 billion by staying exclusive. That's the biggest thing. Is if they make them exclusive, even though I know they sell shit ton on PC, I don't see how they make back the 7.5 billion by staying exclusive. If they recuperate that money, then I could say, okay, yeah, then they'll go exclusive after.
Supernova, I love you for
Can I
being
go now?
on here.
Can I go?
But
Can I go?
It's about to get real, bro.
I know
Round
the
table.
Lions Den-
Can I go?
He said he was in Alliance,
Let's
dude,
go.
but no, this is Slayer to come back because Slayer and him was talking first. But okay, Supernova, if you got
No.
anything else, hold on. But if Supernova got any last things he want to say,
Any last words?
no, I ain't gonna say any last words. No, I want my brother to come back. I want my brother to come back, but I just want.
This is the biggest thing. We
Yes.
all right now. We all are saying we think, and this is the thing. I'm gonna say I think they stay multiplier. You're gonna say I think they stay exclusive. We don't fucking know. Nobody knows. And
Right,
Microsoft and
Well,
Microsoft
actually,
hasn't said.
I actually
That's
understand what he
different.
But
said,
that's
but
what I quoted.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
All we've heard from them is Bethesda has said any games in development right now are going to continue to go to all platforms. We've also heard, we're going to honor all the deals we currently have, and then after that, it's a case-by-case basis. And people are hopping on this case-by-case basis and saying, that means they're going to be exclusive. It can mean both ways. Case-by-case
Yeah, but-
basis could be, they're all going to be exclusive, and then case-by-ase, maybe they'll
Where's
be
that video
multiplat,
at, K
or it
Mega?
could be
Hold on, let me speak.
they're all going to be
CNNBC.
multiplat, and case-by-case they'll be exclusive.
Right.
We have no idea. Nobody knows.
Okay, we don't know, but you know what? Also, these things you said that Phil Spencer said, yeah, he did say those things. That was not in context to xCloud. People are bringing that up like it means anything. You know, just like these things. But hold on, let you speak.
We're talking about the acquisition of the company
then,
and
that's
the
what I'm
games.
speaking.
Okay. Let Slick speak now. Let's keep it civil.
He
guys.
wasn't saying anything
Yeah,
about
let
xCloud when he
Slick
was.
speak.
Slick.
Anyway,
I'm the loudest voice.
Yo, can we go, please? Come on. So, like I was saying like 8 different times, he wasn't saying that in context to xCloud. xCloud wasn't even a thing when he was saying any of that. That has nothing to do with any of this. Put simply, it's straight business. You know why they won't put it on PlayStation? Because that's helped to PlayStation, not to Microsoft. Like, if they sell those games, they still have to pay the 30% tax to Sony. Why would they do that? The major games, that's why listen to what I said before. The major games, the Dooms, the Skyrim, stuff like that aren't coming. The death loops that they paid for, that's honoring contracts. Anything else, case by case basis, read between the lines. That means the titles that aren't that big that could be multi-platform, and it's better to be multi-platform. That's gonna make them the more money. Okay, and it's not worth it to stick it to Sony where they don't get it, because that's what Sony would do. That's what Microsoft is gonna do. And if you think he's not, I got a bridge to sell you, because remember, this is the same Phil Spencer. Remember, he's been working on this deal since 2018. The same Phil Spencer, when they were talking all this crap about him, and he said this, he said that, he's not doing this, he's not doing that. He took all that with a smile and was cooking in the kitchen, plotting all this up. Have you not seen all the moves this man has been making?
So why is Minecraft still on PlayStation?
Let me talk about this. Hold on.
More money that way.
Yo, Six.
But
There you go.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. All right.
Let me say something now.
All right.
Y'all two don't win at it.
Okay. All right.
These are
Okay.
the facts. Phil Spencer says specifically, he said it himself. Anything in place or games that people know of will be honored. Why would he say that? Anything they know of. There's mad stuff not announced. That don't count. Now, when you invest $7.5 billion, it's not to get that money back today. It's to get that money back tomorrow. They're not looking for a quick buck or a quick fix. You know how to get that back? They put it on their games and services. Day in, day one, with not just Xbox. They got these deals with these cell phones. They got these deals with the #1 TV manufacturer on the planet. Subscribing will get that money back by tenfold. That's why they did it. There's never been a video game acquisition in the history anywhere close to what they put up.
Tencent though, but
I would agree that putting it on multiple systems continuously towards the future would be beneficial right away. What's going to make you get into xCloud if they putting everything on everybody else's stuff?
That's a
What's
great
the point?
Right, but
What
see,
the hell is the
Well,
point?
let me
Okay,
let
well,
me
hold on.
Let me finish.
Let him. No. Let him rebuttal first, and
All right.
then okay, go ahead. Go.
no, and let me be 100% straight. I think that they should make everything exclusive because if they make, like, in my opinion, if they're gonna make that purchase, make that shit exclusive. Like, I think that's what they should do, and that's what I want them to do. I just don't think that's what they're going to do, and I think that they can
Why
still
not,
put
though?
so let me
because
No, no, no. That's his opinion. He
This is
said
how I
me-
see
No,
it
no,
playing
I'll
out.
let him
No,
further
I'm-
elaborate his
I'm
position.
going to explain. This is how I see it. I see them using this to boast Game Pass because to put all the shit to back catalog of the Bethesda games in Game Pass is
Facts.
extremely value. Makes the value of Game Pass increase tenfold.
Catapult.
And then to
Tenfold,
say,
right.
okay, we're also going to have these games day and date in Game Pass is extremely valuable, and again increases
Facts.
the value of Game Pass. And then they can say, listen, and they can still sell multiplat. That's what I'm saying. They'll
No.
sell multiplat,
Yeah,
but then
but
they'll say, listen,
PlayStation takes
let me-
50%.
hold on,
so let
they'll
me-
say,
He's
listen,
rebuttaling me. He's
you can-
rebuttaling
you-
me.
you
Hold
can
let
pay
him go,
$70
PK, because I got something to come back with.
well, okay, but
I'm
then you
just
come back,
saying-
and then PK comes after that. But go ahead,
All
finish
right.
up Nova, and then.
Yeah, I'm saying that, and then they're going to say, listen, the people that are on PlayStation don't want to stay here. We'll pay the $70 for the games because we want to stay here, right?
Right.
But then there's going to be other people where Xbox is going to be saying, look, you can pay the $70 over there, or you can come here, pay the 15, get all the shit day and date, get everything in
Everything.
xCloud, and then they're double dipping.
Facts.
Or they can stay exclusive
You're
and
right, you're
exclude
right.
all the cash, and that's the only reason I say that they will go multiplat because they can double dip and get it in both places. And selling on PlayStation as a multiplat, I don't think is going to hurt Game Pass or hurt their purchase at all. It's just
But it
additional
might hurt
income.
Xbox
Hold on,
and it
hold on,
hurts
son.
PlayStation. That's
Okay, all right. But hold,
Now let me say this
well,
point.
no, hold on.
and then I'm gonna be done.
Let me get to the
Oh,
super
super chats,
chat.
go
Yeah,
ahead.
there's
Yeah.
super chats. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, guys. Sir X Man in there. He says, oh no, he already said that. All right, let me go to the friendly
It's a $20
neighborhood blue
one.
shell. Man, my man. He sit there and he says, so he says that's why Halo is going to PlayStation, right? He says if Xbox does not want exclusives, why buy the studio instead just paying for the games to be in Game Pass? That would be cheaper, right? So he's asking you that,
Facts.
Supernova. That's a great
No,
point.
and I agree. And that's why when he first made those comments about the exclusives, that's one of the points I pointed out. I was like, okay, well, if he really believes this shit, then he would release Gears to PlayStation Now. If he really believed this shit, he would release Halo to PlayStation Now.
Right.
And he's obviously not going to do that. And I'm not saying that he doesn't believe in exclusives. And the thing is, Gears and Halo, these are franchises those are Xbox. You can't associate those games with anything else. Those are Xbox franchises. To put them anywhere else would just be wrong, in my opinion. Like, you can't do it. No
It's
matter what, you
disrespectful.
can't do it.
Now, okay, so
But-
that sounds like you putting feelings into it more than the logic.
No, I'm not.
I'm just gonna tell you.
Hold on, let me-
Let the brother
let me
finish.
say-
I'm sure everybody is going to like hurt your feelings real quick.
No,
I'm just
we
telling
don't.
you.
No. But he. No, well, see, I was expecting to bring
I'm just
another.
saying-
Yeah, no, you're not hurting his
I'm
feelings.
just saying that these are
He's a tough
franchises
customer.
that are well-established
Yeah.
Xbox franchises, and that's really where they belong. They don't really belong nowhere else. But these Bethesda franchises are franchises that have been around for a long ass time. They've been multiplats for a long ass time, and that's why I see them not caring if they go other. It's like Minecraft. They don't give a shit where it goes. They put it everywhere. It makes them a shit ton of money. They could make it exclusive and make a lot of money by making
It was
it
already
case
out.
by case basis.
But
There
hold
you
on,
go.
let me say my point. Let me say my point because we do got to move on. But
I got one
I'm
more.
gonna say
I got
this.
one more chat though. So like,
you
Hurry up.
touched on it, right? You touched on it. You touched on it. I agree with you. And then for in on the way that you're thinking, they could leave it on PlayStation because after them dummies go buy 2 games instead of buying $15 a month, that could work out for Xbox because they could say you bought 2 games and Game Pass is cheaper than that for the whole year. That
Right.
could also work in their favor if people use their minds. But if it's exclusive and you only can get it on Game Pass and you can play on your cell phone, you can go all these places. That's also a bonus. So it's kind of up in the air because they're really not being clear. Because like I said, Phil said what he said, and I was talking to my man, shout out to my man Megatron. I said that's a neutral goddamn answer. That's not a straight answer.
Right, and that's why
You can
I
take
think
it both ways.
No matter what our opinions are, like my opinion is it'll stay multiplat. Your guys' opinions are it'll be exclusive. And I think our arguments for both cases, we could make those arguments, and
Right.
they're pretty much valid arguments, especially without getting more details from
Right.
Microsoft or Xbox.
well,
Yeah,
that's
very
why
much case by case basis.
that's why I had this video to present. But like I said, time restraints or whatever. But I'm gonna go to PK Livewire. I do see you in there, but brother, you came in. I know your situation going on, but I will get to you. But like I said, but you can come in. This is an open discussion, so you can just come in and say something. But PK was quiet. Bloody is unusually quiet. I know guys is kind of waiting for their turn to do this.
Bloody probably streaming.
No, Bloody is over here ready to
I'm really waiting on
explode,
this.
and Crispy's there. So Lord have mercy.
So
I gotta put Bloody and Crispy last. So go ahead, PK. Go ahead. What you gotta say?
so I just want to point out,
Yes.
okay, everyone's focusing on you know, the game studios, but think about it. They bought the parent company. Why?
Yeah.
Not because they wanted the games, but they also wanted the technology. And what technology did
Preach.
they acquire?
Yeah.
Id Tech.
No.
Orion.
Orion.
It was
Orion.
What does Orion do?
Orion.
It
Did
has to do with
anybody know?
streaming, right?
Does the class know?
It
Yes.
streams. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, he said.
So that technology is going to be added to
Azure
Um,
servers.
yeah, and for xCloud.
xCloud.
X
That's
Cloud.
right.
So
Yeah.
they and Phil was just interviewed on Yahoo News just
And
recently.
and that's what I was going to present.
And
Yes.
and they asked all these specific questions,
Yes.
and he did answer them,
Mhm.
and he did answer them in a way to let you understand that yes, they're going to be
Whoa,
exclusive.
whoa! What the hell's going on?
Somebody drinking a soda.
Oh,
That was the
They're
end of
gonna-
my adult beverage.
They're going to be
Jesus.
exclusive. They're not going to spend 7.5 billion just for games because that's not what all
Facts.
they got. They got a lot of intellectual property with this purchase.
But did he say that, or is that what you're reading out of the answer he gave?
No.
No, actually, he said a lot. If you
Yeah.
go watch the Yahoo,
Well, that's
No,
what I was going. That's
I heard the interview, but the answers were still, they weren't definitive answers. They're kind of
Ah,
vague
they did.
answers.
they were pretty
specifically said-
definitive, bro. There
He-
was
he
no.
What
said-
he said was
he said the word exclusive.
yes, and he said yes, and basically he's
Yeah,
saying
he-
we're going to continue to build the Xbox brand. They even asked if these streaming services ever going to replace consoles.
Okay.
He
Do I
said
need to
no.
play? Do I need to play this video? Do I need to play this
No,
video?
please.
No.
Okay.
No, I feel like
I just
anybody
didn't
with
hear. I didn't
Google
hear
can
him
find it.
say that everything was going to be exclusive in the.
No, he didn't say everything was going to
be.
be exclusive.
He
He
didn't say
said that.
everything.
He said the
He-
games that he said the games
Yeah,
that were
well,
going to
makes
that
sense.
were going to that pretty much the big titles that would draw gamers to the console and to the platform is what he's going to be exclusive to Xbox and PC. He said that exactly. So it's like
and
go ahead, PK.
and Game Pass. So
And
the
Game Pass,
point I'm
right.
making is they invested into this not to lose. They're doing this because they already seen Amazon coming. They doing this because in order to get people to get on board, you got to have attractive content, and it was already in the works. They've been talking about this for 3 years. We just now knowing about it. Right? This whole purchase thing has been going on for a long time. They just came out and said it. It didn't just happen Monday.
Well, yeah.
And my thing is, ever since xCloud was forming, this was the end goal, and it's not over. Every single studio that is working for, and I understand your concern is why Minecraft is on every platform because it makes sense. It is one of those cases that makes sense because Minecraft is on every platform. And since it was already making money, it made sense.
It was on the contract for when they first got it in the first place.
But is to me their ultimate goal is to get everything on every platform anyway, regardless of what the game is.
No, they want you in the
not accurate.
ecosystem, bro. I'm just
That's not
telling you.
accurate. So I'll give you an example. What's the online game from Bethesda? What was it called?
Elder Scrolls
Elder Scrolls
Online.
Online.
Elder Scrolls
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
Okay, Elder Scrolls already had a commitment already on PlayStation, Xbox. I truly believe it'll continue that way.
Mhm.
But any new games, best believe
Which
it will
they
be.
are already working. There's a new game. That's a report that came
So
out
everything
today
that is
that they're working on the
already
game.
have contractual agreements such as that will continue to be multiplats. But anything new that's huge, anything small is Probably not. You know,
I think any new
easy
IP for sure
Nintendo.
will be exclusive. If they come out with a new IP, I think that'll 100% be
Well,
exclusive.
Well,
obviously, this
Starfield
Starfield
should
game is
be.
obviously it had Sony's attention because they were going to do a time exclusive. They
Yeah.
were ready to do it, and Microsoft seen it. So obviously, this Starfield game is most likely sounded like it might be the
So
next Mass Effect.
So my point is, they didn't just buy the game studios. They bought the technology to invest into their platform, their brand, because that's the whole point of this acquisition stuff. It's not just about the games. It's about the brand. It's about cementing yourself in a way where if Amazon happens to get big, that they already have a base because putting on every platform weakens their brand. It really does, especially when you have Amazon doing in your space doing the streaming. Are you saying because they can't just say I'm gonna put it on every platform and Amazon's and that's your competition, your true competitor?
Well,
No, that's
no,
not gonna
because
fly.
why couldn't they still stream and put XCloud on as many devices as they can?
xCloud
Play,
requires
play,
a
play, play.
subscription.
PlayStation is not going
So
to allow that. As I know
No,
that you're.
I'm not talking about putting XCloud on PlayStation.
Okay, okay, okay,
I'm
okay.
talking about they can have XCloud on every other possible device they can get, as many tablets as they can get, as many phones as they can get, as they can still do all of that.
at the end of the day, it's about branding. It's about branding because, like you said, you associate Gears, Halo, Forza, etc. with Xbox. Now you're going to associate Doom and Elder Scrolls and etc. as Xbox. So that branding is always going to be associated with Microsoft going forward, and that is the point.
Hmm,
Right now, a lot of people don't associate Minecraft with Microsoft, even though that is a Microsoft um, product.
that
And
is
what
a
I'm
great
getting
point.
at is
That's a great
my
point.
they didn't want to change that brand because it was successful as is. And it is a games as service kind of deal. So it makes sense to keep it that way. It doesn't make sense for standalone games to make it that way though.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a really great point. Okay, so Livewire, I know that you've been sitting here, you've been waiting. Um, what is your take on the whole Bethesda thing? I mean, you've been listening to everybody what they've been saying so far. I mean, do you believe that Xbox is going to go with the trend of what Supernova is saying, or do you think that it's that Xbox is going to finally play hardball with Sony and keep some of these games exclusive?
No, I think them getting all these games from Xenomax is they'll be fine, man. They'll make it all exclusive for the most part, except for the games that are gas games like with Elder Scrolls.
Hmm.
I don't know what else.
Well,
Do
okay,
they
like
have
a
any other
Fallout
gas?
76. Like Fallout
Oh yeah,
76
all right,
on
that too. There you
Fallout
go. Those
76
two.
is absolutely atrocious online.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, that will
Yeah,
definitely.
those two.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
those two, I could see them keeping as
yeah.
multi-plats. But
Mhm.
everything else, yeah, like like PK was saying, man, you know, it just makes more sense for like single player games to just be inside of Game Pass and on, Xbox and PC. I mean, it doesn't really need to be on PlayStation or Nintendo for the simple fact that you can get them through Game Pass. So and you don't have to have the Xbox to even play them. So there really isn't this major barrier that people have to cross in order to play those games. Unless they're just saying I don't want to play any game outside of the PlayStation ecosystem. You know what I mean? But then that's a personal issue for that player. You know, so I mean, my thing is like I don't see them, spending all this money to not have stuff out, in their ecosystem. It's all about identity, and the thing that a lot of people forget, they keep on thinking that Microsoft purchased the studio, they purchased a publisher. So not only are these guys making their games, they're also going to be publishing other people's games that will also go into Game Pass. So I mean, like for them, it just makes a lot of sense the type of move they made. I mean, it's super aggressive, but I mean that's what I mean. Shoot, you just got another streaming thing came out today with Luna. So Microsoft saw the future, and they were like, "Look, man, ain't no time to wait. We got to move." So I mean, this ain't gonna be the last thing, but it might be one of the biggest that they got. Um, but yeah, I mean, people just got to get out their feelings about it. I mean, that's all.
No doubt.
I think people are just a little bit too emotional because they feel like, well, I've been playing Fallout on PlayStation since PS3 or whatever, but it's like that's not the case anymore. Guess what? I've been playing Spider-Man games since Nintendo,
Great point.
but
Great point,
it's only
Live.
on PlayStation now. So if
Yeah,
I
but
want to
that's
play a
different.
Spider-Man game,
They're
Okay,
made
whoa,
by
whoa, 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 whoa,
guys-
whoa, 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 whoa. How is that different?
Thank you. How is that different?
because there were games made by completely different people over the course of how many
That doesn't
years?
make any
yeah, but at
difference.
the end of the day, I still can't play
At
any
the end
type
of the day,
of Spider-Man
Sony still
game
don't own the
anywhere.
character on the game, so it doesn't
Right,
matter.
right. But
Makes-
Sony made sure that they locked it under their umbrella. Like you
Umbrella,
can't,
right.
like shit. They locked it so bad that we can't even get we got
Spider-Man and the
yeah,
Avengers.
Spider-Man's in the Avengers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless there's some kind of
Exactly. And
negotiation.
they don't
So
even own the gaming rights. They keep
Right.
renting it for
I
every
mean,
possibility.
and as much as
They
I
own the
can,
movie right, not
right,
the game right.
and as much as I can,
Yeah.
I don't believe in ratings. You know, what I'm saying from the gaming media and shit is kind of ridiculous to me. I enjoy the Avengers. That makes me do feel a little bit away but I know it's it's business. It's a smart strategy that they're holding Spider-Man close to the chest, but I'm not going to be mad at Sony because they're saying, look, hey, we own Spider-Man, we can do what the hell we want to do with it. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but I would say if I was Microsoft and I wanted to throw, say I was like, you know what,
Mhm.
these PlayStation guys, they are accustomed to this franchise, and I want to throw them a bone, right?
Mhm.
Be like, look, we want to still make Fallout games and some Elder Scroll games accessible to them. Just make them pay double.
Well, I got a better idea on that. Now instead of not playing double, but hold on, let me read the chat.
Yeah.
Let me read the
Just
chat.
make it 140.
No,
140 for the
that
base
ain't
model.
that's crazy. No, I got
Why not?
another idea on that.
Nah, screw that shit.
Yeah,
dude.
let me
No,
read
I agree.
let me finish reading the super
Otherwise, they could
chat.
just get it on Xbox.
No, hold on. Let me read the super chat and then I'm going to explain to you why. Sir X Man in the chat, he says Microsoft made $1 billion on Bethesda in the stock market. That's $1
Just from the
billion.
acquisition.
Just for the acquisition.
They
Made
got
$1
six and a
billion.
half to go.
What, $1 billion? Yeah, they got 6. Okay, bro. All right, and then Michelle Alexandria, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you, hon. I don't know if you that might.
Who captured this gameplay? I'm sorry.
Huh? That's my
Who captured
gameplay.
this gameplay?
Me. That's all me.
It's this trash guy in the party.
Whoa!
Okay, well, yeah,
Oh!
we're gonna do that. But what was you
Whoa.
playing that on?
I was playing on my Xbox.
That was Marvel versus Capcom,
I
the
know.
first one.
I know.
No, that's Marvel vs. Street Fighter.
That's
Marvel
Marvel versus Street Fighter. That wasn't Marvel
That's
versus
on.
Capcom.
That's backwards compatibility.
Compatible? I got things I got to talk about. There's things I got to talk about. I can't reveal all my secrets. Anyway,
You ain't Chinese. You ain't got ancient Chinese secrets.
bro. I do got ancient Chinese secrets. My dad
They're
was part
newer
Chinese.
American secrets.
Indian and
When you're playing that
something,
game,
something else, and
Nah,
you need some
Why?
I'm black. You know what I'm saying? Black Native American. Got a little bit of some Chinese.
oh, I see some punch out. Who gameplay is this?
This is all
you don't
me.
wanna see this.
I'm the
You do
only one.
not
I'm
wanna
the
see
only
this.
one with this
You do
gameplay.
not.
Hold on.
I'm not giving you no more
not
gameplay.
wanna
Bro,
He's
bro.
showing you it's OG.
Bro, okay. So this is the thing here, right? PK, I would be very, very delicate on how you coming in here talking shit, because I can always bring back the Streets of Rage 4 gameplay.
Hey, let me just
Oh, don't
say this. I can go through this game flawless with my eyes closed. Okay.
Okay, but I can still always bring
Challenge.
I can still always bring back that Streets of Rage 4 gameplay.
I bet you
If
can
you
at least
wanna
figure out how.
Because I still
dude.
have it in the archives, brother. I still got it in the archives. Don't you talk about me ain't playing this
Okay.
game. I ain't playing this guy. I am petty.
Yo, look at K Mega come out there and count the dude out. You saw that?
Bro, this is it. Bro, I ain't played Punch Out in about 20 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Y'all got to stop disrespecting me. Honda was whooping my ass at first, though. Come on now. Anyway, let me make my point to live so we can get back on track. Okay, so this is the thing that where Sony can do, and I told this to Supernova. on Cali Rex's podcast. Go check out my boy Cali Rex. PlayStation first guy, really good guy. Just like Supernova. You know what I'm saying? And even Black Frost, who was on here last week. Check those guys out. But all Xbox has to do, instead of trying to charge double, because they still will get double if they do it this way, is just do the Sony way. Hold it for 1 year. Put it on Xbox and Game Pass right off the bat, and then in PC, and then let Sony fans wait a year. Make a decision. Are you willing to wait if Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be exclusive on Xbox? Are you willing to wait for a year, or are you going to break? Because when you start seeing people start saying, "Damn," or "This Starfield is hot. This shit is dope. Oh my god!" and then you start seeing more games, but fuck it, I just got to buy me a Xbox Series S. Or are you tough-skinned enough to go ahead and just wait for that year and then buy it at full price? Because you'll get the Ultimate Edition. Because
and that's why timed exclusivity matters. Because a year in gaming, a year is a fucking eternity.
It is
in gaming.
It is.
It is.
Can I say something?
Because I bit the bullet on Final Fantasy VII Remake, and this is the fucked up thing. I got it for the PlayStation. I started playing. I got pissed off about Barrett, and now I'm like, fuck it. I'll just wait. And I'll just
gonna start your podcast.
Yeah, I'm gonna start my podcast, fucker. What you gonna do? You don't know about Shinra. Shinra's light. And GRG's like, what you looking at, sucker? We want GRG to be alive. I can't stand Barrett's goddamn active voice.
Man, I want to read something in the chat.
Go ahead.
Shout out to Jazzy Noop, our E3 brethren. Hopefully we get to see you next year again. K Mega 405. Remember, Game Pass subscription is a minimum of $10 a month with 15 million subscribers.
Yes.
That is 150 million a month. And 1 year, we talking $1.8 billion.
And that's what I was trying to wait for.
Subs alone, not counting controller and games, which
Jazzy
Microsoft has sold over 14 million extra controllers.
Jazzy Noop was speaking my language, but I wanted to get everybody else to start. But I'm sorry, guys. But I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, Bloody. I'm sorry, Crispy. I'm going to have to just say this now.
Exclusive.
I'm just going to have to say it's K Mega exclusive. This is why they don't have to put it on PlayStation. Because of this reason, why my boy Jazzy Noop just alluded to. They're 15 million right now on Game Pass. If you look at it because Game Pass has been around for almost 3 years.
But that's not gross profit. That's before.
No, it's not. It really hasn't been out 3 years because we was beta tested.
It's been beta tested. That's what I'm saying. It's only been 2 years at max, really? Okay, but hold on. Let me just make this point. If they get to 30 million, why would they need PlayStation at that point?
They just got 5 million in a few months.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If they move it to PlayStation, if they get to 25, 30 million by the time that these games come out, when people see the trailers, they watch the E3 trailers and all this other stuff, and they're like, oh shit, I just gotta get an Xbox, or I just gotta invest in the Game Pass, and they're at 30 million. Why would they need to put it on PlayStation? Supernova, you got to answer this question for me.
No, I don't think they have to. I don't think they need to. I never said that they do. I just think that it's money left on the table that they're just leaving. They don't need the money, obviously, and they don't have to put it on PlayStation. They don't need to put it on PlayStation. I just look at it as...
You said one thing that was key. You said, I don't see how they would get $7.5 billion back. I said, that's easy with subscriptions.
No, they would make it back.
By default anyway.
Well, hold on. Let the brother explain.
I'm not going after him. I'm just pointing out.
No. I know we ain't. No. I love the fact that everybody is communicating right.
You're a cool dude. You cool dude, bro.
Yeah, no. Everybody's cool with it. Hey, I was saying to Bot, I was like, I really do. You know what? To be honest with you, Supernova, you remind me a lot of me, except you're just a PlayStation Pro guy. And because you're so opinionated, I am like when I went to King Thrash's podcast, I got lit up. But you know what? I still held my ground. But when there was things that needed to be said where Xbox made the mistake, you just got to be real about the shit. And that's why I wanted you on the shows, because the fact that I'm not going to bring some crazy ragtag PlayStation dude on here that just want to say PlayStation else and everything else sucks.
He's a PlayStation guy?
Yeah, he's a PlayStation guy.
He don't sound like it.
No.
He's an Xbox guy.
He's a
I like that because he
No,
sounds like an Xbox guy. And
He
I
sounds
like that.
sensible,
No,
don't he?
no. He's that's what I'm saying. This is a
I give
newcomer.
on everything. I'm just
I didn't know.
But
preferred.
yeah, but PlayStation is preferred. No, this is that's what I'm saying.
Everybody who game on multiple consoles got a preferred system. This is what I try to tell people.
Like everybody has a
Facts.
favorite, and the thing, and that's
right.
what I'm saying. Like
Got
I
a
want
favorite child and all that.
I want people to check out my boy Supernova because he's a good cat. He's a really good cat, and I want people to recognize him and promote him and Cali Rex and Black Frost, who came on here last week. You know what I'm saying? And even King Thrash is all about that crazy shit, but he's a good dude too. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the thing to me. It's like I'm not going to bring somebody that's in here that's going to just be rambunctious and just.
But he sounded like an Xbox dude the way he was promoting the.
He's a real dude.
I'm just being logical.
Yeah, he's being logical. He's real.
I rock with that. I rock with that. I hate fanboys from anything.
Right.
No matter if it's console, whatever. I listen.
Right. So people check him out, support him. You know what I'm saying? That's what we want. We need more people like him, like Cali Rex out here so we can have a discussion. Shut up, PK.
Right.
Anyway, all right. So Livewire, do you have anything else you want to finish after I made my point? I'm sorry, brother.
Nah, I'm good.
All right. So now I'm moving on.
No. That's not a live wire answer. You supposed to like, nah, man.
Fuck that, man. He got clean on us. I don't know. Maybe he's letting it all out on 100 show. Maybe he's letting it all rip on 100 show. I will have it. I will take it. Thank you, Jesus, Lord, have mercy.
It's like smoking the blunt with the sun up.
But see,
you don't get hot.
But hold on, 100. I called you 100. But Lemon. But see, don't get him started. Don't get the king of the Dolphins started. Don't get the king of the Dolphins started.
I called myself 100 on my own channel. I was like,
yeah.
Your boy 100. I said, wait a minute.
I did. I saw that video. I was like, I'm 108. I'm 100. I don't know who the hell I am. I don't know who I am. Race Tracy.
Got an identity crisis.
Anyway, so anyway, all right. So let me go because there's Crispy and there's Bloody, and Bloody has been awfully quiet. So I'm gonna go to you, Bloody. You're gonna close out on this. So I'm gonna let you have your time
right now.
Yeah, Bloody is ready to explode because he's so goddamn quiet right now. So I'm gonna let Crispy get this time because I tell you, if I get Bloody to go, Crispy, this is the one person that can out-talk you. So don't be nice. So I'm just letting you know. Crispy?
Well, I'm going to bring that crispy truth.
Finish what you got to say while you have the chance.
Yeah, you better finish what you got to say before I let Bloody get started.
No. You have to understand, Microsoft is not in the play of the console space. Yes. They're in the play of users, okay? Who are they using? Okay? They're using everybody. I'm telling you right now, if PlayStation plays ball, they're going to put Game Pass on PlayStation.
Man, you said that on Next yesterday. That's bullshit. No, it's not.
No, shut his mic off.
Shut your mic off. Hey.
What the hell?
Bloody, go ahead and overtalk this sucker.
Because I'm going to tell you something right now.
Hold on.
Skyrim,
Nova.
Do
you believe that Sony will allow Xbox to come on that?
Sony. I said if Sony would allow Mega.
They will never allow. PlayStation now will die.
Hold on, K-Mega. There might be a point here.
Okay.
Because you know what the point might be?
Because Crispy made great points.
Brother of the consoles. No matter what Sony doing, who got that bank to back off them dudes?
All right.
Other money.
Crispy, continue. Crispy, continue.
Bethesda purchase was a power play. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? You ever played hockey? You ever played those NHLs?
I know. I played those games. Yeah, Blade of Steel and all that. Yeah.
It's 5 against fucking 3 or 4. It's incredible, dude. It's incredible because you just own them. Okay? Yeah, Bethesda, granted, hasn't released great stuff lately. But you go back to Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, which is now in play again.
Hold on, wait a minute. Fallout 4 was it great? Dishonored
No,
wasn't.
I didn't like
That's not
Fallout
recently.
4.
76 was
I
their
didn't
last
like
thing.
Fallout.
Fallout
4
76
was
was
too short.
trash.
No, it's
76
better now. It's better
Because
now.
yeah, but the internet the internet is awful. If Fallout 76 networking is good, which it should be with having a Azure servers fucking with them, there will be
No,
fine.
but the problem with that game is
Yeah, but it's
There
gonna
was
be
no
better.
NPCs.
it's
It's
the
a whole
hackers
bunch of
and
other
cheaters
stuff.
and
Right.
shit on
Right.
the
There was a whole
platform
bunch of other
and what
stuff,
you
but
play
you know,
on. Yo, everybody cheats on that game.
People
They've
didn't
already
wanna wait.
announced that,
Right.
that those purchases are going away. Like you know.
Hold on, dude, you was
to
on here
get the
bragging about
upgrade.
Doom Eternal. So you're saying that Doom
Oh, Doom
Eternal wasn't
Eternal's
good?
fire.
Doom Eternal. I mean,
Elder
what?
Scrolls
Okay,
Online,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
right.
Kidding me?
Doom Eternal's
And
like
then
the
now it's
shining
a
star
beast.
right now in the
Yeah,
Bethesda lineup.
Now it's a beast.
I'm gonna tell you.
Star.
Look.
Okay. all right.
They screwed up. They've screwed up. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They didn't do right. You got somebody riding the ship. If you watch the interview with Larry Hurd, Pete Hines, and Todd Howard, they looked to
Facts.
in the middle of it. They said, "Phil's got the the receipts. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do whatever we're gonna do."
And Tom,
And I'm gonna tell you right now, Skyrim ain't coming to PlayStation. Fallout ain't coming to PlayStation. I'm gonna tell you something right now. I'm gonna tell you something
Woo!
right
Talk
now.
that shit. White on white crime.
We just go. Those two IPs are like, yeah, they haven't been great or haven't been in the limelight for a long time, but people are waiting for a Skyrim. They are freaking
and
waiting.
Vegas too.
Have you watched the E3 shows there? Some of the most fire E3 shows I've ever seen for Bethesda. There are people that are fans from all across every console.
Crispy.
You need to understand that not only are they getting that, just we'll put those two. I won't even mention Wolfenstein, Doom, everything else. I will just put those two up there. And I will say this, okay? You have to understand that gamers are gamers and they like what they like. You have to get that. And if they can't get it on one console, they're going to find a way
They
to
will
get
move.
it. And I'm not saying,
I'm Crispy.
Crispy,
I want to let you finish.
Xbox.
Crispy, I want to let you finish. I got to get to the super chat, and I got to read something that Pred said too. So hold that thought for a hot second. Sir X-Man in the chat, he said, K Mega, you never thought Azure would be on PlayStation 4. You're right, but that's a partnership. And then Pred said, eventually, that Game Pass will be on the Nintendo. That I can see, because Nintendo is not
Nintendo is not a threat.
Yeah, it's not a threat. They don't
not a
have a
threat.
dog
They
in the
only
fight.
got video game money.
Yeah. They're not. Well, the Nintendo got
They the
long
baby
money.
of the bunch.
Well, no, Nintendo got long money.
No.
No, they ain't got. They don't
Hold
got.
on. Gentlemen, hold on, please. Nintendo is way deeper than just video game money. They've been around ever since the 50s. Relax.
But it's all video game money, son.
No,
Yeah.
they were in insurance and everything else back in the days before they became a
What's their
gaming company.
breadwinner?
But what are they in now? Right now, they're only in.
No,
what's their
they're
breadwinner?
gaming. They're gaming. You're right.
Mhm.
I'm saying
that's
where
what
they
They had
started
two.
from.
They
That's
had
what they're
3
saying.
flop systems and didn't break their bank because they game money. That Mario money.
Yeah, they sitting on.
Everybody
they
make
sitting
investments,
on-
K Mega.
They
But their
sitting on
bread
money.
and butter is that Mario money.
Can I finish, sucker? This is the thing I'm trying to say is that Nintendo is not a Nintendo is not a threat, right? Like everybody.
Microsoft about them twice.
Yeah. Well, they
and then
could.
some.
Yeah.
3-4 times.
I don't know, maybe, but
Yeah.
listen, shut up. Okay, so this is the thing is what I'm trying to explain to Fred. So this is what I'm trying to explain to Fred is that if Sony would allow Game Pass to be on PlayStation, then they are submitting that PlayStation Now is not the business, and then they won't be ready to sell to the next highest bidder.
I don't even think PlayStation thinks PlayStation Now is.
But that's
don't
the
invest
thing,
in
though.
that.
But that's the thing, though. If you bring Game Pass into PlayStation's, infrastructure, Xbox has got everything that they want.
Can I actually defend Supernova real quick? Can I just say
You
this?
shall not, sucker.
PlayStation.
No. Go ahead.
I'd like to hear this.
Because you need to finish.
PlayStation-
You need to finish.
If PlayStation dropped day and date
Mhm.
their exclusives
Yes.
to PS Now,
Mm.
I do believe that they would be a player in the game immediately. But
I
I
agree.
don't know if they're willing to do that.
I don't
And
think
that's-
I don't think they would, because it would diminish the value of the actual console.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why they won't
no.
do it.
You could
They
just
have
look at
lived off of that.
$70
That
for their
would,
game.
it don't matter.
You
The
have to
PlayStation
under-
fandom
No.
would go
They
ape
don't-
shit, bro.
Yeah, well,
They
who
would
cares?
not do it.
Who cares? Because you would get Xbox gamers going and saying, "Hey, I want to play that." Dude, I want to play Ghost of Tsushima.
Bro,
Are you
the
fucking
place
kidding me?
PlayStation.
they spent
Like I
billions.
did.
They spent
Listen.
billions on fucking the Gonkai stuff.
PlayStation, they live or that whole pretty much Sony lives and dies by PlayStation. Without PlayStation, Sony
Dude,
doesn't exist.
And that's what scares me, because
and
you got
Microsoft-
Amazon coming in, and it's like,
Right.
holy
Whoa,
shit.
So
bro.
dude.
listen, there's a possibility in the future that Microsoft and Sony have to play nice to say, fuck you, Amazon, fuck you, Google. We are the gaming space, not you guys. So there's a possibility if they play nice together.
Crispy,
But
did
the
I
point
did?
the point I'm
I
trying to make-
know,
there's
I
one
did
point
say
y'all
that.
all
I
missing.
did say that, but not to that. What PlayStation what Sony does not want Microsoft to do is get their tentacles into every aspect of the gaming market. They've already snuck and
You
been
say
nice.
testicles?
I said tentacles.
Tentacles.
Did I say
Like
tentacles?
Come on, the gutter, bro.
Lord.
Come on.
Tentacles.
Kim up in here trying to take my cookie jar statement. You know.
Okay.
They're trying to put me on the-
I'll back off. Okay. So, Crispy, go ahead and say. If you're gonna say the same thing that I was gonna say, go ahead. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. It's
Well,
your time.
what I'm gonna say is that Microsoft doesn't give a shit. You have to understand that.
Yeah.
They care about. And I'm gonna tell you right now, you're probably gonna get a console a lot longer than you really think with Microsoft, because they know that the at least Western market
And
the
hashtag
US,
pause too on top of that. If people thought I said
the
testicles.
US, the Canada market, Brazil, like the whole America market, they like their consoles. They do. And I'm proud of them for going outside the box and saying, hey, we're going to release and worldwide. And I don't hear anything from PlayStation. And people could tell me otherwise, but I still don't hear anything. I don't have facts on the table. I don't at least have a shit ass freaking, freaking person just saying, hey, this is going to happen. I didn't hear any of that.
About what?
About them going to Japan and South Korea. Like, all I heard is that they're going America, which makes sense for them. But what about the gamers that love your console? How about that? Think about it.
I still don't understand what you're talking about, though. Am I the only one that doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about?
Oh shit. Okay, Crispy, please explain. So he can understand, please, Crispy.
I just asked, and nobody had an answer.
Okay,
of if they sold out in Japan, correct?
Yes, yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
we
they did.
talked about
Yes,
that
Okay,
yes.
They
and
sold
nobody
out
had
all
an
10
answer.
systems.
Okay. So did they even sell in Japan?
Oh,
Because
you mean have
the
they
rumor
started sales in
was
Japan yet? I don't know, but it's not like they're not going to sell in
they
Japan. They're
they
gonna sell in the rest
started
of the world.
sales for PS4 like 6 months in advance in Japan.
But I thought
A
it released
year.
it released later in Japan, didn't it?
No,
What, the
no,
PS4?
No, the PS4 day and date.
Day and date.
Yeah.
Right.
What I'm
Oh,
telling you
so
is,
I don't know
that
then.
the loyalty is what's Xbox knows
I'm gonna look it up right now so we can get the
that
actual,
we're loyal
actual shit.
to Xbox. Like yes, we're not beating PlayStation in the US market, but we are comparable in the US market.
Oh, it's almost even in the
Xbox
U.S.
says-
market, because this is Microsoft's territory.
And that's
And
what I'm
Europe
saying,
is something else.
dude. So you buy a US based company, which is Bethesda, which has made great games, not necessarily recently.
Yeah, I guess
But you
PlayStation
buy
5 pre-orders sold out in Japan.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
good
but
deal.
I want to bring a point to you, and I'm not to everybody here, and people that's listening. You will see more partnerships with the consoles because with Google and Amazon coming in the mix, right? They definitely trump the other two with money.
Oh yeah, by a long
They
shot.
have to Sony and Nintendo and Microsoft got the same interest with the consoles and streaming second and PS Now second and xCloud second, and Nintendo has no idea what's going to happen. So they have to look to Microsoft. That's why you see PlayStation say, listen, we're jumping on your service. Everybody's like, what server are they going to jump on? Are they going to use AWS or are they going to go to Google Fiber? Nah, they're going to go where that console money at. They're going to rock with the people in console because they're defending what they got protected already.
Okay, so
you understand what I'm saying?
Okay,
so
so
hold on, okay, Mega, hold on. So it's like people are looking, that's why Phil, it's not just what he said because two big boys are coming. They're attacking what y'all already got in place. So they have to band together. They don't have to be kumbaya on exclusives exchange, but they got to be on the same page because you got two giants coming for all three of them.
Yeah.
They want that. Remember, video games is $1 trillion business and still growing. They want some of that money. And the only way they doing it is by streaming. So they have to go to the one that could match. They got to go to Big Brother. He may not be number one to Mom Duke, but he makes the most money.
And he cares. No,
right.
He cares. You got
so
Phil
that's what
there.
they're doing.
He cares. He doesn't want those games to go away. He probably playing them.
Right.
A lot of people don't realize that shit.
So you got to look at the situation.
He's playing on PlayStation. He playing on Xbox. He playing on PC, bro. He sees. He wants gamers to have the damn games. And you know what? He went to Satya and said, hey, this is what we can do. And at first, it was probably like, yeah, no. And then all of a sudden, he's like, well, Satya's like, oh, I'll give you a little money. I want to see where this goes. Because he kept coming to me. And then Phil's like, okay, this is what we got now. These are the numbers. And then Satya's like, oh, shit. Like, this is actually growing quick. Like,
you gotta look at it like this too.
Here?
You gotta look at this too, like this too. No matter, Sony has so many. I'm a big Sony guy, from the XBR to the Trenton days with their TV. Sick of tell you,
the king of PlayStation.
And I'm gonna say this: you got to look at it like this. Microsoft, they probably had a meeting, and Microsoft said, listen, you two suckers better follow me, cause y'all ain't got the money to play with these boys. So if we do certain things together, you'll survive because we gonna survive regardless.
All right, so remember, we saw three of them on stage at the Game Awards. They were
facts.
That
meant something. People not looking at the bigger picture. They're thinking they all in competition.
All right, Lemon. So let me go ahead and at this point let's get to bloody. All right, so the PlayStation 4 was released in February 22nd in 2014 in Japan. In Europe, November 29th, and then November 15th in America, while the Xbox One was released in September of 2014, and even in this thing it says even later in Europe.
Wait. It was
well, not later than Europe, but later than
was released a week apart.
What'd you say?
The Xbox One and the PlayStation was released a week apart. I know. I spent $3,000 on games.
Whoa! You're not. Hold on. Pause. Relax. You're not listening to what I'm saying.
When it released in individual regions.
In different countries.
No, but I'm saying you said 2014. You said September 2014. What region?
For Japan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, hold up. I know.
And it was late. It was also, and the Xbox One was also late in Europe. So it was also late in Europe. PlayStation was in February of 2014, and
still early.
Yeah, which was a lot earlier than what Xbox, and then Xbox was in September of 2014. While let me go back again. In Europe, in North America, it was the PlayStation was launched November 15th. In North America, the PlayStation 4 was also in Europe in November 29th, 2013.
Yeah, but does any of this really matter when it released in the
regions? Yeah, it does. It does, because there was a point that was brought up.
You saying you got to jump on a region, pretty much.
Yeah, like what Lemon said earlier, I totally 100% agree with, is that they have pride out there, and it's just like with anything. That Americans got pride, Europeans got
Right.
pride, Brazilians, you know what I'm saying, the Latino community, everybody, Africans, everybody
Don't
got pride.
forget
Everybody
about
raising
me.
their flag.
Yeah, everybody
No
raising their
matter where they
flag.
live.
What about where you live? If you sit there and you trying to tout your console to or your product to us,
That's right.
why is everybody now? Everybody
Why
can
everybody come
understand.
first?
Yeah, everybody can understand America because America is the number one market. But why is everybody else like in Japan is like, look, who?
Jeopardy.
I know this can't be bloody. Who is that? Who was that trying to be funny? Was that you, Crispy? I'm gonna whoop your ass.
No, it
That makes
wasn't
the
me.
point.
It wasn't me. It
Okay, all
wasn't
right.
me.
So anyway, regardless, all right. So bloody, here you go, man. I know you've been quiet. I appreciate it. Go ahead and take us. You'll probably talk until the damn show is over. So anyway, go ahead.
No, 'cause I had other plans. I thought I was gonna be done a lot sooner.
What
I
you
was
mean?
like, but no.
What you mean you got other plans? You ain't got other plans. It's GRG. That's your plan. You know what I'm
I
saying?
always got plans because unlike y'all, I be doing too many things.
Bro,
Like I got
bro, I can
I
stream.
got business.
I can stream just as quickly as you
Stop
can
talking
right
about
after the
talking
show.
and actually talk about it. Come on, let's go.
Talk about it,
Y'all were
sucker.
the ones who kept running left. I was like, Crispy went on so many goddamn tangents. It's not
Dude,
even
everybody
funny.
taking everybody trying to steal my shit, bro. Like what the
Yeah, we were
fuck?
all
You
here when
asked,
it
you
happened.
asked
Just speak
questions
your
that had
point.
nothing to
Yeah,
do
we
with
know
what
we
the
were all
topic
here
was
when it
about.
happened. Come on, let's go.
All right. So
See,
that's what
the whole
bloody.
thing
This
is
is
about
why I
the
wanted to go to
is-
you. This
The
is
whole
why I
thing
wanted you
is
to be
about
last.
the acquisition.
He
You
go-
were talking about stuff that has nothing to do with the acquisition.
I'm-
What the acquisition has to do with
My
everything that's
bad.
going on is the
My
fact
bad.
of what this implies for what the money that is being spent by Microsoft, how it's going to affect gaming, and how other publishers and other companies are going to be affected by this. One, this shows that Microsoft is willing to put the money in to acquiring studios as well as push for having more properties,
Why are
not
you
just
so
for what's going to be
adamant? Why
exclusive.
are you so loud and aggressive?
Because of the fact that I'm trying to make my damn points. Because I said I was gonna be the good one, but no,
You
I don't
were the
get no
good one.
goddamn time.
Bloody, you're better than all of us. You know what I'm saying? The Satan rings blessed you to be fantastic tonight. I'm sorry, brother. Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
Satan is here.
Oh, see, fuck that. I can't have both Satan people around here. Okay, go ahead, Bloody. Finish up.
Here's the thing about
I'm
this,
gonna start
right?
drinking now. We're ready to go.
You don't spend 3 years making a deal. You don't spend that much time to drop $7.5 billion without having an idea of what they're going to do. Here's the thing. Yes, will there be exclusives? Absolutely. But they are already stating, as in every interview, that any pre-made contracts and exclusivity deals that have been purchased by other companies are going to be in line. After that, everything is up in the air. What it means by case basis is, hey, what properties or new IPs that are in the works are going to be worthwhile for us to keep in our ecosystem, and which ones are going to be better made as multi-platforms. Games like Elder Scrolls, like Fallout, all of those IPs are more than likely going to be multi-platform. You know why? It's because of the power that those franchises have to their name that will be the most profitable of being multi-platform. When you look at Skyrim alone, at the Elder Scrolls, Skyrim has been made so many damn times and put on every damn device. You can go into your toilet and play it there if you wanted to. That's how many times it's been ported. That game is still making money, just as GTA 5 continues to make money. That has still been the top selling game for 2 generations.
I agree. And that's why I was saying that I see if they come out with new IP, I don't see a chance that new IP becomes multiplat. They have a new IP they create, that's 100% exclusive. But established franchises like the Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Doom, those are going to stay multiplat because that's where they're going to make the most money. I think that people have this idea that, if they stay exclusive, it's going to pull more people onto the Xbox platform, and it might do some of that. But I think by keeping those multiplat, they're going to make far more money because at the end of the day, all they care about is the money. They don't
Okay, so let me hold on, gentlemen. Hold on, Bloody. I'm going to let you finish, please. I'm going to give you your time. Trust me. I just got to read this though too. You know what I'm saying? Xbox posted this and they said we have 100 million active community members, 15 plus million Game Pass members, 23 creative studios. If you're here, welcome. If you've been here, thank you for the love. You know what I'm saying? Listen, they're letting you know they're not playing games. I don't think this whole friendly
They're
thing.
gonna log some shit behind the wall.
There's a
bro.
look. There had to be something where Microsoft jumped in with WB Games, and they was gonna do it, but the president started tripping about TikTok and all that other bullshit, so WB got thrown to the side. But there was a reason why Xbox jumped on Bethesda, and I don't think it's just all about just trying to be kumbaya with everybody, brother.
It's not just that. Again, as everyone mentioned, you got to look at the aspects of everything that's coming involved with the fact that they're acquiring an entire publisher, its studios, and the biggest aspect is the technology each of those studios have. While these IPs and the publishing and marketing rights of those games are now owned solely by Xbox. That is the biggest thing. Yes, those big established franchises are going to be multi-platform. That is without a doubt. You don't take a game like Skyrim that's been ported, remastered, and made for every damn console that you could even play it on your phone for $5 because you could probably find it somewhere ported on the App Store or on Steam Mobile somehow or whatever, right? You don't get a game like that that continues to make money without wanting to put it on every possible device. The reason Minecraft is on Sony and PlayStation and on Switch, on Nintendo and all those is because the fact that those were already on those platforms before they were acquired by Microsoft. And you know why they paid the $2.5 billion to acquire Minecraft? Is because one, they waited on that deal because no one wanted to listen to Phil Spencer when he first approached about it back in 2011. When it was originally going to be up for $500 million. But the biggest aspect of why they were willing to take that bet on $2.5 billion and leave it multi-platform is because at that time, Minecraft became an entire franchise. It was the fact that it was already on every platform. It was already getting merchandise. It was in the works of having its own Telltale series that came a few years later, deep that was already being worked in a deal being made with Telltale. At that point, it became with the fact that it was the merchandising rights and other avenues to make money off of that. So when anything Minecraft related comes out, they said, guess what? It has our branding on it, but we're going to put it everywhere because we're going to make money off of this one franchise everywhere that it can. So the fact that
bro, I have to disagree, dude.
No, you cannot disagree because the fact that Minecraft is still one of the biggest selling games.
Minecraft, dude, it's been on other consoles forever, dude.
Yes,
So have these other franchises.
Exactly, but the thing is, Minecraft, when it was acquired, was already on other platforms. Remember, it came first to console on Xbox, but then it went to PS4.
Would you call Minecraft a AAA game? Would you call Minecraft a AAA game?
That's completely irrelevant.
It's irrelevant. It's the fact that it's money. Because the fact that it was never meant to be a AAA game. It was an indie game.
Elder Scrolls Online, Elder Scrolls Skyrim, all those games will be on multiple consoles, but Elder Scrolls 6 will not be. Fallout 5 will not be.
And then they'll make less money.
You.
Yeah, but
they can make less money, dude.
But
no,
see, I'm trying
because
to
you think
understand.
but they
give 30%.
Hey! Let live. Hey, whoa, hush.
Y'all just repeating the same
shit.
shit.
Yeah, I know. Stop. Shit.
I'm asking a
live.
question.
Let live ask a question. Come on, let's go.
I'm trying to understand something. Aren't these games all still multi-plat? The only platform it's not going to is PlayStation. Are these not next generation games? You're only talking about PS5. Guess how many PS5s we have out there in the world? 0. So what the fuck are y'all arguing about?
No, but these games are more than likely going to be
but
right?
There's no PlayStations out there. There is no install base for PlayStation 5. There's nothing there.
Right, but we're talking
about that point. Because the fact that there's going to be.
What I'm saying, there's no big money thing that they're missing out on. There's no PS5s out there. There's not a single PS5.
That's like one. But that's a completely irrelevant because that's saying saying there will never be. That's like saying there will be no PS5.
What I'm saying is you're looking at it as there's 120 million PS5s out there. There are not.
It's not even that aspect. No, it's not even that aspect.
It is
it's the fact that they are going to be.
Bloody, listen.
Okay, one at a time,
game.
gentlemen, please.
It's a next generation game. There are no 120 million PS5s out there, so therefore there is no big amount of money Microsoft is missing out on, because there is, again, repeat with me, no 120 million PS5s out there. There are zero as of right now. So any game, if a Fallout game 5 comes out, guess what? It can come to Xbox, because you know why? There's no PS5s that you're worried about missing out. There are none as of right now.
It's the fault of Xbox because they own it, but it's not a given for PlayStation. Is what
yeah,
right.
And it's going to PC, and it's going.
You don't know how well
or to PC. It's going to Game Pass. It'll be on other devices. It just won't be on PS5. It's not that big of a fucking deal.
And you know what, Live? You made a great point on that, because this is the thing. By the time that we get to 2022, 2023, at that point, the older hardware is going to start decimating. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to be worrying about.
They're not making these games for
PS4. They're going to be making the games for the PS4 and for the Xbox X or for the Xbox One. This is where we're going to start seeing where PlayStation is now. The difference is, and this is why Phil Spencer and them is giving themselves some leverage. Because if PlayStation is dominating like they were at the beginning of the generation, then they can say, oh, well, since Xbox is still not selling like we were anticipating, then we can go ahead and do this. Now, they can play the hardball or they can play Kumbaya. It's whatever that they want to do at this point. Now, also, if Game Pass, that's what I said at the beginning, and Bloody, I want you, because this is still your time, I want you to try to allude to that. If Game Pass is at 30 million at this point, and PlayStation is at 20 million, how is that, you know what I'm saying, or 25 million? How is PlayStation losing? I mean, how is Xbox losing if PlayStation has less consoles in the PlayStation 5s in the wild than there is subscription services where people are paying monthly or yearly on this service? Bloody?
The biggest aspect of it is the fact that you're using a hypothetical, the fact that there is no consoles out there. You're basically saying that there won't be potential. That's the aspect.
I did not say that, brother.
Hang on. But what I'm saying is, even then, it doesn't matter, because 20 million is still 20 million. Yes, you may have 30 million people who are on a subscription service, but why are you still not going to want to get any additional revenue from an entirely?
Why are you going to say no to extra money?
Exactly.
That's why.
Here's the thing. Hang on. Everyone stop.
Okay, let everybody stop. Let the brother talk. Let the brother talk.
Here's the thing. We can look at the aspects of what they make yearly on numbers that we know for what they're able to do with Game Pass alone. However, we know that from other revenues and other aspects, it's more than that. You're talking about a company that made $1.5 billion within a quarter in a year-over-year increase. So yes, they can make the $1.8 billion over Game Pass. But when you're able to do that within 3 months with all your other avenues, why would you cut off a revenue source by cutting out an entire other platform for one of the biggest names in gaming?
Go ahead, answer that, please.
Let me answer that for you. First of all, if they got 15 million subscribers and they're making the money right there, right? If you make it exclusive, that will triple.
Thank you.
So they'll make even more money, and it'll all go to them. They get 100%.
Well, Bloody, hold on, Bloody. Wait. Let me make this point.
That's not my opinion.
Yeah, no. Hold on, gentlemen. Let me make this fact. What do you think that Xbox rather do? Because if you go back and you look at how Apple and Epic and all this other stuff that's been going on, the main aspect of this whole situation is because of this, or I should say, why streamers? Let me revert that, back that up for a second. I'm sorry. Why these services is starting to pop up? It's because they were upset with Steam, because Steam was over here charging this 30%. Xbox has still got to give PlayStation 30% of the cut. If they don't have to give them that 30% of the cut, why would they? That's the thing. Okay, well, hold on. Let me. Please.
I wasn't done with bloody ass.
Yeah, I know. I'm
I'm not done with you either, so shut
listen.
the hell up so I can finish my point.
I will. I'm gonna let you finish bloody, and then I'm gonna let Lemon and y'all two have y'all thing. And if
Because I've been stopped every 2 damn minutes.
No, you haven't. You've
I
been
got
talking
plenty
for
more.
5.
Yes, he has the beef.
Really, has he? I don't know.
You gotta stop him. He don't come up for oxygen.
Stop
Like
it!
a goddamn
Stop
sea
it!
turtle.
Stop it! Bloody.
Oh,
this is
man.
bloody time. Bloody. Stop it! But no, okay.
Okay, hang on. Let me
No.
get stopped everyone every time this entire show. All right, I actually got information.
He's
back
right.
on my point.
He is right, Lemon. You have been rude. Shut the fuck up, Lemon.
A little
All right,
bit.
so all right. So this is the thing right here. All right,
With
so
good intentions.
well, hold on. I'm talking to Bloody on this one. Okay, so and then let Bloody rebuttal, and then everything goes the way it's supposed to go. So by that case, you think that if Game Pass is generating 100% of the money to Xbox and they have a more install base than PlayStation 5s, you still think that they're looking at that $70 and they still got to pay that 30%? That's still gonna make them feel like, we just got to give this to PlayStation. You really do think that?
Yes, because did they not?
Okay.
Whenever they released Gears Tactics, even though it released day and date in Game Pass for PC, did it still not go onto Steam? Did any PC game not also still go on Steam as well?
That's the same platform.
Yes, it did.
Okay.
It's the same platform. Thank you.
But it doesn't matter. They have.
Hold on. Wait, guys.
It's a different ecosystem.
It's a different.
Exactly.
Let Bloody talk.
No, hold on.
No,
Lemon. No.
Okay, hold on. Like,
You
look,
just said it's a different
I
ecosystem.
will end this show if you guys don't shut the hell up and let people talk and give their point of view. Shut up and let them talk, and then you jump in, please. Stop. I know y'all want to jump on him like sharks on like there's blood in the
Bloody
water.
trying to correct as he talk.
But hold on, but let Bloody talk. It's his time, please. Bloody,
all right.
please continue. I'm sorry, sir. Please, brother. Please.
The aspect is, yes, even though it's still PC, guess what? It's still 2 separate ecosystems from Microsoft and the Xbox ecosystem to Steam. You still have to buy the game separately on Steam if you're going to play it on PC from there. If you don't want to go through the Xbox ecosystem and directly to the Microsoft store. Doesn't matter if it's still PC. It's still 2 separate systems.
No, it's
not. It's still 2 separate platforms. Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, just like going from Steam to Epic Store.
Come on, let him finish. Let Bloody, please, let him talk. Come on, guys. Come on, can we?
I'm sorry. You know what? I'm gonna mute myself. I can't help myself.
Mute yourself. Sick. Mute yourself. Crispy, shut the hell up. Let Bloody talk.
No, you gotta drop the F-bomb on me,
bro. I don't care. Shut up. Just be quiet. Let him talk. It's his time. And then you unleash the hounds when he is done. Bloody, please continue, brother. I'm sorry. They want to jump you, and I'm not going to allow this. I'm not going to allow it, brother. Please,
one
Bloody,
time
finish.
I'd be good. Everyone wants to interrupt me.
Bloody, you have done a fantastic job, brother. Keep on, please. And everybody, shut the hell up until he's done, please.
What I'm trying to say is that when you look at the games, they are not holding back on whether they're putting them into other platforms. It doesn't matter if it's coming out on Steam, if it's PC, it's still a separate platform from the Xbox ecosystem and the Microsoft store. Those big name games, they have no reason to hold them off from other platforms. They're still going to draw in because of the fact that people are going to be like, do I want to pay the $70 to play it over here? Or do I want to invest the $15 a month for the game in this ecosystem as well as everything else it has to offer? It still gives people the choice of where they want to buy it. But guess what? Not everyone's going to be wanting to be in the Xbox ecosystem. So the fact is, hey, I can still get it on PlayStation. Why would they not want to do that? It's the same thing right now with Minecraft Dungeons still being on Switch, being on PlayStation, being on PC. It's not just the fact that it's only on Microsoft and the Xbox ecosystem where you can get it through the Game Pass and not have to only pay the $15 a month, but it's available others because of the fact that there are people who are willing to invest in that game who don't want to be in that ecosystem. And that's where it's at. They're looking at these games and the fact of, hey, we know which ones we want to use as a way to draw in on our specific ecosystem and utilize them to bring in more revenue directly through the subscription, because right now they're at 15 million. We know that that number is going to go up, especially with the fact that they're giving away several months with each console. They're going to bring in new people who aren't subscribed, who want to stay in that subscription once they see the value of it more than it already is. However, they also know that they have to use each of those IPs in a very strategic way to help produce revenue. It's not just the short term, it's going to be the long term. That's why you have companies who are able to make one game that is able to last as long as it does and continue to make money. That's the reason Skyrim has been remade, remastered, ported all over the place so many damn times. It's why you look at a game like GTA 5 from Take-Two and Rockstar continues to make money, because of the fact that they have something that they don't have to continuously do, because it has the power of the name of GTA. It doesn't matter. That's why when people say, oh, GTA 6 is going to be exclusive to this platform or to this platform, no, it's not, because the fact that when you look at a company like Take-Two, they know how much money that game can bring in. Why are they going to cut off an entire revenue source from another platform? Because it has the power of the name Grand Theft Auto. So when you have a company that has the staying power of a name like Elder Scrolls, Fallout, all of that, why would they want to cut that off from any potential further revenue? They're already making everything massively from their peripheral sales, from all their controllers, every accessory, every partnership that they have.
Okay.
Why are they going to
shut the fuck up? Because
come on now, come on. My boys,
no, seriously, like, dude,
right.
You have to understand that they're not playing this console game,
but
bro.
first
They're
off,
not.
Crispy, hold on. You can't be saying that to one of the panel members. I understand that you may not agree.
I said I would shut the fuck up.
Oh,
so
okay, but still, regardless, you know what I'm saying? Bloody is a panel member. That's my boy. That's my friend. I gotta have respect.
Yo, this is crazy. I was talking without my mic being on. First of all,
yeah.
Bloody, are you done?
But hold on. We gotta ask Bloody, is he done yet? And if he's not,
I said that. Are you done?
Are you finished yet, Bloody, or you still got more to say?
For a second, I thought you said, "Are you dumb?" And I was about to say, "Listen,
you know I'm not going to insult you.
We're not going to.
Are you done? DONE.
Yeah,
I didn't.
Because everybody got an opinion. That'll make you
Okay,
fact.
so
I'm going to talk about from the business
Well,
standpoint.
Whoa.
All right.
Crispy said something. He was saying something first, but I had to check him on the
No,
situation.
I was saying something on my mic was muted, but go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? I love you, but hold on. We ain't gonna do that.
You have to understand that their play is not the console market at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they are going to cater to especially the US market and say, you have consoles, you get to play on this. But number one, I get games on my Series. Dude, I can't get the Series X. That's the whole pre-order bullshit. The fucking website's crashed. Well, I'll hit you up then.
Yeah, do that.
Dead serious. Dude, I'm playing on the One X though. It's still great. It's not what I want it to be. You know what I'm saying? They're playing into the mobile phone market. There are 3 billion people that are gamers. Okay,
Facts.
There is a 200 million that play on console. Think about that for a second. Just think about that. 200 million playing on console
versus 3 billion.
And there are still 3 billion gamers. So what are they playing on?
Well,
a goddamn mobile phone.
There's 3 billion people with mobile devices.
Wait, listen, damn it. We got to get it together where we can't keep interrupting somebody. Please. Guys, come on. The passion is real. I love this passion, but come on, let Crispy finish, and then Nova.
Can make over there clapping in OKC.
Look, you goddamn right. I'm excited. This is great. I knew this was going to be a great show. I knew it for the 4-5. I'm clapping all the way to goddamn Jersey. I'm clapping to goddamn LA. From Texas, I'm clapping hard because I love this passion. I love this passion. But you know what? But the thing of it is. You gotta go?
Yeah, I gotta go.
Okay, well, tell everybody where they can find you at, brother.
We said that at the beginning of the show.
All right, but get the hell out of here. Bye. All right, so the thing of it is that
Oh, yeah, come on.
I love. No. I'm just saying. Look, I mean, he gotta go. I mean, look, I was gonna get out of here at the 3-hour mark for sure. There was no.
No, we can't do that.
We're not gonna get out of here any. Well, we're at we're 2 hours and 45 minutes. We only got 15
Not
minutes.
with you stuttering like sick.
Okay, you're right. You're right. I can't be stuttering like that. I gotta be proper. I gotta be
My
proper.
bad, Stick. I'm
I gotta be
sorry.
proper.
I'm sorry, bro.
Let me get to the
I'm
super
just
chat.
playing.
Let me get to these super chats, suckers. All right, so here we are. So Sir X-Man in the chat again. Thank you, brother. I really do appreciate it. And and look, 108. I got golf. We're ready to go. So
I'm waiting for a discount.
okay. All right. So he says K-Mega, Microsoft doesn't have to give Sony any 4K updates on a game, on a new game release, just like Sony did to us the last generation. Remember that fiasco? Yeah, absolutely right. I mean, that's a great point. And then my boy, the friendly neighborhood Blue Shell, man, thank you again, man, brother. He says going back that logic. Why? Excuse me. He says, why not make it timed like PlayStation does with some games? 6 months to a year, anyone. And that's the point that I said earlier.
I got the answer, man. I got the answer though.
Okay.
They're not gonna make it time, dude. They're not.
Listen. Bloody not thinking from a business standpoint. Being I'm a business owner, you got to think of the broader picture. If they get people on exclusives to buy into subscriptions, no matter the platform, 3 billion versus 200 million. Crispy is 150,000% correct.
Thank you, bro.
If they buy in to digital, online, xCloud, they win. Offering it for $70 somewhere else is the small ball money.
Yep.
We don't do small ball here. We do big boy status.
Yep.
Microsoft is about big boy status. And if you can get AKA Netflix money every month from the millions of fans out there, let's be real here. Everybody want that monthly fee. It's like when you buy an editing program or Windows 365, they want you to pay monthly. They don't want that one-time fee.
Yeah, but you know what?
That's what it is. But hold on, Live. That's what it is. It's not just about gaming. It's about business. And when you talk to some of these gamers, they don't know business. They talk from emotions. I'm not doing that. I'm talking about from a business standpoint. I want your monthly subscription. I want that money coming in monthly.
Right. That's
I got to put my kids through college.
That's what we've been
and my
saying. That's what we've been
grandkids.
saying for months that Game Pass is what Xbox want. They don't give a shit about selling the console.
Yeah, they don't care.
You're right. That point I disagree with. I disagree with.
No, I can't.
No, they care about consoles.
Hold on.
Okay.
Go ahead, Nova. Go ahead.
You said yourself 3 billion mobile devices out there. You can get Game Pass and xCloud on those devices. You don't need a fucking Xbox.
Facts. And
They just need
that live on their tablets
into the ecosystem. They don't care if you buy the console.
Buy into the
ecosystem. That is residual income. They can just sit back and make the residual income don't have to do a fucking thing.
You're right. You're right.
The box. Listen,
I will say this
is a gateway drug to Game Pass.
Okay, you're right, but this is the thing also, and then Livewire, I'm going to let you say what you got to say, is that they got the box out now, and they do want to recoup some of the money that they spent into the box.
Oh, for the R&D
No.
shirt.
That's the money. That's what I'm saying.
Right,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, a future box. You guys are absolutely correct, because Xbox would love more than anything to get rid of where there is no consoles. You know what I'm saying? And therefore you just go with the subscription, because they really are the ones that started and implemented this shit to this degree. But they've already spent I don't know. I couldn't tell you how much money they spent into the Xbox. The
Series
Xbox
X?
Series X, right?
All right, let me give you a number. Go ahead,
They
spent $1.2 billion.
Okay, so
to make the Xbox 360.
Right. So just think about what the Series X is
Facts.
and how much
No.
money they spend into
Yeah,
it. And so for
I'm
any
not
play,
saying
no,
I'm not saying they 100% don't care. Of course they care, but
okay,
I'm saying the Xbox
so
is secondary to Game Pass. Game
no,
Pass is primary.
It's a bigger picture. You
it's the
can't even say
it's the bigger picture, but
right. It's a bigger
overall
picture.
though,
That's all it is.
it is the bigger picture.
really
You're
no number
absolutely
that
right.
matters.
No,
They want it all.
That's why all the
but for
all the
right
ads,
now, but hold on,
everything
brother.
is for
But
Game Pass and not the boxes.
okay, but for right now, brother, this is the reality. They spent billions on this new tech. That's why they're saying, look, if we make this exclusive, we have a better chance to recoup some of the money that we spent on this
Way
hardware. That's why I'm saying, like, they aren't going to play. They're not going to. They're going to play hardball with Sony this time. And even you know what I'm saying. They have to because I think more. Oh shit, my phone is like, damn, K Mega, you tripping? So it's like, so it's like, what's the most important thing right now on making the money back that they recouped? Is it for what they spending on Bethesda or what they spent on the Series X? It's going to be on the Series X, not Bethesda. Because they just made $1 billion in stocks.
No, the Bethesda
you're right.
The console is where the console is. That's the one question right there, and that's why
the recoup money.
That's the recoup money. That's the money they put more money back in that couch when they have another $7.5 billion to spend on something else. So if they can spend that money back, if they can get that money back off of the console, maybe not the whole bit, because no console really recoups all their money back.
Disagree, dude.
Okay, that's cool.
We in a different era, subscription based. We different era.
Microsoft is on a different level, dude. They have pushed this cloud server.
You're
like
right.
they're already upgrading it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going for that. Like, I get it. Like, it's a niche product at this point. Like I just told you, 200 million compared to 3 billion.
Facts.
They're playing games, bro.
Facts.
Like, it's not something that they're going to take away from us. And I think as long as Phil's there, we're good. We're going to get our console.
Well, I think it's more about the console gamer though. Overall, Crispy though. I know Live got something to say.
I'm
but
gonna say right now.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Okay, ask us a question.
Let PK go. Let PK go.
And then Live, you get your point. I know. I'm sorry, Live. Go ahead, PK. Ask a question.
After Live, been calling that.
How many systems? How many consoles can you play Mario or Pokemon on?
One.
Why is that?
Because Nintendo don't give out their proprietaries.
Yeah.
My point I'm making
they're
is
going mobile.
No, they
don't count.
Mario Go is not a Mario
Run. Don't count.
Mario Run is not Mario Sunshine or other Mario.
But they do not put their core stuff on mobile. Listen,
no, they don't.
What I'm saying is they do multiplats where it makes sense, and that's what I'm getting at. Mobile games such as Pokemon Masters and Pokemon Unite, that makes sense because it's multiplat. It's not their core stuff.
Right.
It's the same idea. If you want to play Nintendo games, what do you got to do?
Buy Switch.
If you want to play Smash, what do you got to do?
Buy Switch.
That's what I'm getting.
If you want that cardboard, what you got to get?
Dude,
all I'm saying is it's the same
What's the
idea.
mobile division
Ain't nobody. It's not rocket science. It's just the understanding that if it's a multi-plat like Pokemon Go, Pokemon Masters, and Pokemon Unite, that's a moneymaker on mobile. You know why? Because
but what's their mobile
multi-plat.
division make? Think about it.
Huh?
Think about what their mobile division makes.
They don't have a mobile division. No, they don't have a mobile division. You misunderstand. They don't. The people who do the mobile division is the Pokemon company, which is not Nintendo.
Right.
That is a whole different company.
Yeah, it is.
Man, all I'm saying is that everything that goes to mobile isn't exactly Nintendo, but it's a brand name, right? You associate Pokemon with Nintendo. That's why we all feel like it's a Nintendo game, even though it may not be. All I'm saying is they do it where it makes sense. You don't see their core games on mobile. You won't ever do that. You won't see it on no other platform unless it's emulated. Right?
You have to realize when they go into mobile, They
Can
don't have to
let me
develop
ask the
this. They
question:
don't
Hold on.
Can
spend
Nintendo
any
make more
money there.
money? Can Nintendo make more money putting their Mario and Pokemon on Xbox, PlayStation, and
Yes,
PC?
they could, but they don't.
How much more money do you think Pokemon could make if it went multi-plat?
I that part I don't know, but there's
I,
The
I
there,
don't
world
know.
would
I just
stop
know they
but
got the
revolving.
demographic for that.
but
I'd
So
but
say
you got
but
to be
100.
but
careful
I'd
with
say
no,
that.
I
The
mean
100.
no
world
no
would
no
stop
no.
revolving.
But I mean PK is making a right point. Okay. Think about this
He
for a
is.
second. Think about this for a second though, gentlemen. Every one of us. What PK just said is that like Nintendo is the most stingiest out of everybody else. And Nintendo keeps making record profit, and on top of that, their fan base is ultra loyal.
Yeah.
I bet not see a PlayStation fan ever talk about exclusives when it comes to Nintendo. Nintendo is number one when it comes to their followers and their exclusives. And obviously, the money that they make is tremendous because they lock that shit down like the ATF. So obviously, there is something to this, and maybe Microsoft and Phil Spencer and the team have finally realized if we keep it in house, we can pull the Nintendo factor and bring more revenue into our services if we decide not to be so kumbaya. That is yet to be determined because Supernova, I totally understand. I get a little bit what Bloody was saying too. But again, I think a lot of people is thinking off of emotions instead of thinking from it logically from a business
It's
point of
about
view.
brand. It's
I just
about
think
branding.
Yeah.
we're thinking about two different ways that they're going to make the money. Like
No,
me and Bloody are thinking they're going to make the money by
I
Right,
understand
right.
by
And, and
from
y'all
upselling.
where
and you and
And then
where
Bloody are
you
right on
guys
that
come
aspect.
from,
Yeah, yeah.
but you got to
then we
look at
also
it as a
we also have
brand
to
name.
understand. I get it, but now we have to think about, okay, is Microsoft fighting two fights now then? Because they've
No,
already said that PlayStation is not their competition. So then why would they care if they have multi-plots on PlayStation? They said
they
themselves,
be
Amazon
no.
and Google is
Phil
their
said he
competition.
That's
did
part of
care
my reply.
on Yahoo interview. He said he cares about his Xbox brand and
Yeah.
exclusives.
He said
He
that.
literally said that.
Yeah, he
He
did.
cares
Hold on,
about
hold on,
He
hold
the
cares
on.
about the
Xbox
Xbox
I'm
selling.
one.
sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. Livewire did say it was Livewire's time. Livewire, please make your point because we got 3 minutes left. Go ahead, Livewire. Say what you got to say before we get the hell out of here.
Listen, I think that the main issue that we keep on overlooking, we talk about it, but we keep on overlooking it is Xbox is Game Pass and Game Pass is Xbox.
Yeah.
And he talks about anything going to PlayStation doesn't make sense because you got to realize the platforms that they bring Xbox games to all have Game Pass. PC has Game Pass. Cell phones have Game Pass. PlayStation doesn't have Game Pass. So, and the thing is, people were like, well, it's on Steam. But guess what? Steam's on the PC. So it's nothing but a hop, skip, and be like, all right, well, you could keep playing those games on Steam if you want. But then, some people just be like, no, fuck that. I'm paying
Well,
like
why did they
$40 for this, and I could just get Game
PlayStation
Pass.
super lucky? Still, they gave PlayStation Cuphead. PlayStation has. Why are they
Yeah, but what
releasing
I'm
games
saying
to
is, there's
PlayStation
no
at
Game
all?
Pass there. There's
Yeah,
no
but
Those are
Game
full
Pass.
those
titles by that
There's
point.
Hold on,
some
hold on, hold on,
third
gentlemen.
party
Hold on, hold on.
not
publishers.
But
Hold,
that's
Already
irrelevant.
covered.
hold
Your
on, hold
argument
on, hold
is
on, hold on, hold on.
there's no reason to put games on PlayStation. There's zero
because
reason.
there's no Game Pass. What I'm
Right. That
saying
no.
is, where's the transition? There's no transition to Game Pass on PlayStation. You can just buy the Xbox game and that's it. That's it. That's all you can do. You can't use Game Pass on there.
No, I understand.
Their objective is Game Pass. It's obvious it's Game Pass. They
100%.
give you the
That's been what.
option to buy it, sure, if that's what you want to do. But their main objective is get people subscribed on Game Pass. You'll never see fucking Amazon Prime put boys on Netflix. They're not gonna do that shit.
That's facts.
Even if Netflix plays a boatload of money. Why? Because it defeats the purpose of you using Prime videos. Why fucking use Prime videos if damn near everybody already has Netflix? You just watch the boys there. But the reason why you do is because that's what gets you, you keep it to make sure that everybody uses your service. That leads to them using something else on your service.
Let me ask you
That
guys.
All right. So, this is the last question, so we can go ahead and we can start wrapping this up. But go ahead, go ask the last question, Nova.
No, saying so. Okay, so then why would they put Cuphead and Super Lucky's Tale
Well,
on
Cuphead
PlayStation?
doesn't belong to them. Super Lucky
They're,
Tail
they're,
doesn't
they're,
belong to
they're
them.
third-party
They're
publishers.
third-party
Okay.
publishers.
Yeah, they
That
don't own
makes
those.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I retract my question.
Okay,
All right,
okay,
I'll
yeah,
make
yeah,
it-
Xbox don't own. They own
Yeah.
they own the IP, but they don't own
Yeah.
the
Okay.
No, they
studio.
don't
So
even
yeah.
own those
The
IPs.
publishing
That-
rights,
oh,
they're
oh,
already
yeah,
there.
the publishing.
They're already there.
That's just like with Detroit Become Human. You know
No,
what I'm
Death
saying?
Stranding.
And Death Stranding.
Yeah,
So,
both of them. Yeah.
right
Okay.
there. So, all right, guys. So,
Yeah, can I make the point I wanted to make, or
okay, go ahead. We got you got a minute.
yeah, but nah, it's gonna take longer than a minute, so just skip it because it's gonna take longer than a minute.
Well, no, what
So,
are you gonna say? Go ahead, say what you gotta say.
Jeez. Long story short,
Ross.
like, wow. Long
Go
story
ahead.
short,
Come on, guys, please, come on.
yo, like when you see, say, a PlayStation guy being upset about the Bethesda purchase and they're worried about the game becoming exclusive, it's because they want those games, but they weren't on the platform they play it on, obviously. But just like PK says with Nintendo, it doesn't happen. Nintendo keeps their games on their platform. They could make a buttload of money. Okay, it would stop the earth, but they don't do that. It's obvious why. We don't need to get into this. It's obvious. Same with Microsoft. He keeps saying it. He talks about the contracts that already is going to hold true to them. All these things that he said before are not in the context of what he's talking about in and of the time. They sound contradictory, but they're not, because they don't play into that. It's when you see a person who wants those games and get upset and they're like, "Oh, I don't want to get on Xbox," and they'll just get on PC. They get on Game Pass, or if they get it on Steam, they're still on PC. That's why it doesn't matter. Epic Store, when PC fans are upset with the Epic Store and the console guys just don't understand what we're mad about, and you're just like, "Oh, it's the same platform, it don't matter." It's the same thing here. It's the same platform, it don't matter. It's against what Bloody was saying. I wish Bloody was here to defend himself, but he's not. But all these things, it doesn't matter. It's exclusives. It works for everybody else, but it doesn't work for Microsoft. Like, what the hell kind of stupid logic is that?
No,
Is that
and that is a great point. I'm wrapping it up. I appreciate it. This was a great conversation. I mean, this could be in a GRG that could go for 4 hours because the conversation was that deep. We didn't even get through the SSDs, the pre-orders,
Yeah,
or the
missed a lot
Spider-Man
of topics.
situation.
SSD is trash.
Well, no, you know what I'm saying. Listen, I mean, we will tie those topics over for next week, regardless of whatever news that will be coming next week with regard to what's going on with PlayStation, the Xbox, or Nintendo, whatever the case may be. But we will add those. So I gotta take some of those off. But man, the discussion was fantastic. I appreciate everybody coming on here. And even though you know what I'm saying, nobody was rude or whatever, but I just wanted to make sure to try to maintain it, to keep it as cool as we possibly could. And look, y'all need to be cool with me because I'm not lit like I was last week. So anyway,
We don't give a
anyway, so I appreciate that, man. I'm definitely gonna keep doing more of this to where we can have all this type of discussion, to where we can do this in a cool ass environment. So man, Supernova, this will not be the last time that I will ask you to come on to GRG. I hope
Please don't make it the last time.
I will definitely.
I'll always accept an invitation.
Okay,
No problem, man.
excellent, brother. I definitely appreciate
like
that.
Bloody accepted that fucking L.
Ah!
Oh,
Stop
Fuck
it.
outta here.
Anyway, so where can everybody find you at, Supernova Man? I really appreciate that. Go check this brother
Are
out.
we still streaming?
Yeah, we're still streaming.
Oh, my bad for cursing.
Supernova Gaming, man. Where can they find you at, brother?
On YouTube at Supernova Gaming, it's SUPA Nova, and then on Twitter at Gaming Supernova.
No doubt. And Crispy, I do appreciate it. I know you wanted to go a little bit more in, but the panel was lit. Damn, I could just imagine if I brought So Shady in here, it would have been too much.
Oh,
the Sets Army, we not doing it.
the
We can't
Sets
have both of
Army,
them at the same
it would have
time.
been
We
too.
can't do that.
It would have been too much.
Matter of fact, they even sound alike. We can't do that.
I
We don't know what we're talking.
I know. So you know what I'm saying. So next week, get ready because So Shady will be here next week. I will reach out to another PlayStation Pro person. I will definitely go and like I said, I'm gonna
Look
have
at
my
the chat. Look at the chat.
What is the chat? What is the chat? Say, yeah,
Bloody
yeah.
L.
I know. You know what I'm saying. I'm gonna keep doing
He
more
left
of
because
this.
he know he's gonna get that work.
No. He had to go stream. My brother had to go stream anyway. But anyway, But Crispy, I appreciate it, brother. You know that you are welcome at any time. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes if we're tight like this, you know what I'm saying, you just gotta deal with how we deal with it. But appreciate it, brother. And I cannot wait to see you. Woo! Sunday night fight night, brother. The shit talking that we had was amazing. It was great.
You're not gonna get drunk and pass out, will you?
Did you see what I posted on Twitter, or did you not pay attention?
No. I didn't pay attention to it. What did you post?
When he started me off with Raiden, bro.
Oh,
I'm getting crispy now.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit.
No.
Eating chips.
I did because I was playing.
Water, bro.
Yeah, because I wasn't playing with a character that I knew how to fight with, and I almost beat you with.
What the hell are you doing?
But no. Because when
dude, I beat you 3 times, bro.
Bro, I beat we went
You
two.
see, Mega, that's why I only play with characters I know how to play. 'Cause you gotta hear this nonsense.
Bro. We came out 2-2 overall. You ducked me and tried to brag at your friend, and I beat your friend's ass. Now your homeboy wants to be a part of fight night. You want to be a part of fight night. I'm gonna beat your ass Sunday night, and there ain't gonna be no talking about it. Let's go.
6, bro.
I'm with it.
Soak that belt in the hot water.
You
want that ass.
You want to do it after the show? Because I'm with it.
You, bro.
I'm ready to go. My wife is at her mama's house because her mama's.
You're not good after the show because I beat you in Madden. So
you did beat me in Madden. You did beat me in Madden. But you know what? I played. But brother, I played. But after you beat me, I played 6 more games after that night.
The hell out of
and I lost the next game by 2, and I beat the fuck out of everybody else. So if you want some of this, you come and get it, because I am ready.
Damn.
I am ready. Come on, Lemetheus from the Zeus. I'm ready.
I just use the Chiefs, bro. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
man.
come and get it. Anyway,
all of a sudden you the Super Bowl champs. Ain't nobody even living. What you call it? What you call that city? Kansas City.
Kansas City. Oh yeah, there's people in Kansas
Ain't nobody
City.
live there. They got like 12.
I got family in Kansas City. Sucker, stop that. Stop that.
And being that y'all
Well,
like to
hold
have
on. Why you talking
got
shit?
9 out
What
of
is
12.
hold on. What is the Giants doing, and what is New York? What is the Giants or the Jets doing in your state?
You know what I like about the Giants? Came back in the Jets. They
Because
got L jerseys.
No. That's the only thing you can like, because they ain't doing nothing. Nothing. All right, Crispy, where can they find you at, Crispy?
at Crispy Bomb on Twitter, Crispy Bomb 28, Xbox Live. Hit me up. I mean, shit, we can game. If it's on Game Pass, or you got MK11 or Gears 5,
to
or
get your head to
play,
whoop his ass, because
let's go.
Let's get him.
I'm talking Gears 5,
Woo!
bro.
Hey, Gears, I will play you in Gears. I will stream whatever you want.
Okay, all right.
I am not afraid.
But I'll play because I love the gameplay. But
that's bad for you.
You know what? It probably would be bad for me, but then I would say, let's go ahead and pop in that Halo 5, and then I know.
You're right. You're right. But yeah, you can find me on Retro Renegades, 7 p.m.
Shout out to
Tuesday
J Dubs.
Next podcast, 7 p.m. Thursday night.
Shout out to Preg.
And you can find me on Breakfast with Boom.
Shout out to X.
Shout out to Boom. Happy 50th birthday with his old ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He had fun with it, though. A lot of people were. I even called him an old fart. But
yeah. Hell yeah, he's old farty. So if I see him at E3, I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna rub on that
half
old ass mohawk.
Bro. Come on,
I got a rookie question. This goes for everybody. I got a real question. I'm watching this gameplay at Quantum Break. Is this on PC?
This is K Mega playing on the Xbox.
No. I ain't say to big yourself up. I said is this on PC and Game Pass? So I can see it at a higher resolution.
No. This is me. This is
exclusive. This is exclusive to console.
No. Yeah, this is on my console.
Is it on PC? Yes, it's on PC.
It's not on my. It's not on my
PC.
I'm not playing it on my PC. I'm playing it on Xbox.
What I'm asking. No, that's not what I'm asking. You sure you wasn't drinking? I said, is this game on PC?
Yes.
In Game Pass?
Yes.
No.
No, not in Game Pass. Wait, is it?
It's not in Game Pass. It's not.
All right, that was my question, because I want to play it at a higher res, man.
It is on PC.
That was my question.
Hey, who Brown in here saying older than Mega? Damn, listen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Boom is older than, and so is Lemetheus, and I think Slayer's older than me.
No, I'm only 40. So no.
Yeah.
But you look worse than me.
Yeah, especially when he got
I
that
might be
wolf
a
pussy
yeah,
on his
hey,
face.
hey, hey, when I'm on this stream, this beard looking tight, baby, looking tight, boy. Anyway, let's go. All
I
right,
was
so
looking like Cornell West. I don't know more though.
you got the cornrows because I'm bald headed, but regardless of that, I got the beard, I got the facial
I said
textures.
Cornell West. I ain't say
I
cornrows.
got the facial textures. Anyway, Live Wire. Where can they find you? Where can they find you at King of
Hey,
the
Mega got a
Dolphins?
ray trace beard.
You goddamn right. All
Ray
elements.
tracing.
I got them
AKA
SS.
Mark
Hey,
Wise.
hey, all the PlayStation fans want to know about how they got that speed from them SSDs was because this beard. Anyway, hey, Livewire, where can they find you at, brother?
They can find me on my channel at Livewire Gaming.
What's your channel, sucker?
Livewire Gaming.
I don't give a fuck channel.
I'll talk slow now.
They can see me on
What?
Xbox Has No Games.
You say what was that show?
Xbox Has No Games.
What was that show? Hey, what was that? What was that show again? Say it again.
I'm sorry, live. I'm sorry.
It's live.
No
Say
lights
it
on
with.
around, my bad.
Hey, bro, say that show with some emphasis. What was that show?
Xbox Has No Games.
Bro, you better say that shit harder. Like, I mean, that is a show that you are on, a podcast that you on, bro. Say that shit as though you just got your
like
Series
you black
X.
and you proud.
Like you black and proud. Say it. Say it. What's the show? Hey, I am. What's the show, brother? What's the show?
Yeah, it's Xbox Has No Games podcast.
Who's the host?
100.
Who's the host again?
Give two fucks.
I don't give two fucks. Don't want to admit that he was wrong about that Lockhart, that sucker. Anyway, all right, man.
Yes, he did. Stop
Not
that.
to me. King Mega ain't heard
Hey,
shit.
Mega said he wanted to admit it to
He gotta come on GRG before he gets any respect. Talking about, hey man, I was wrong, man. He can come in here and he can say that shit and he can bail. All that shit. I want, hey man, because everybody heard it here. They didn't hear it on that other shit. They heard it here. I want him to come here and say, K Mega, I was wrong. You was right.
Riggedy wrong.
You know what I'm saying? I'm out of here. I don't care. I'm gone. I'm tired. I'm gone.
I've been
you know
working all day, man.
You know
And I
what I'm saying?
started drinking at 2 in the afternoon, man.
Hey, man. Xbox got no games, man. I'm gonna go do my podcast, man. Bro, I need him to come on GRG and face the music because the people is waiting. Our boy 100.
Come back.
Race tracing. Let's go.
Yeah, race tracing. Anyway, so okay, Livewire, what else are you doing, brother? Anyway, go ahead.
I'm about to play some Mafia Definitive Edition, and maybe jump back on Wasteland 3.
Where you at on Wasteland 3, brother? Where you at?
I'm in the beginning. I just got
Two good games.
I'm fortifying my base.
Are you liking it so far though?
Yeah, it's dope. I mean, I
It's a
can't.
good game.
So
Been a good game.
I
Since
beat
1
that.
and 2.
I beat that shit.
Usually I play those games around my daughter, but I can't play this game.
Oh yeah, no, you can't play that game around your daughter.
That and the Gears Tactics.
This gameplay want me to download this.
Like it don't even look like one of them games that you can't play, but that Gears Tactics, I'm telling you.
Gears
Y'all
Tactics
ain't
is
played
raw.
Gears Tactics on PC yet? Y'all be in for a treat.
Gears Tactics might change people's lives.
Gears Tactics is gonna make people. Yeah, they're gonna.
Because that Wasteland, I started it on PC.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm only gonna fuck with it on PC. But then I started playing it on console, and I saw like the differences. You know, the little differences that they did with the controller. Because the thing is, Gears Tactics on PC, they didn't do that shit with the controller. That shit was fucking clunky as hell.
Yeah.
That's why when Cass was like, "Why don't you just release it as is on Xbox?" I said, "Hell to the no."
Hell to the no. Yep.
Hell to the no.
That shit was fucked up. Like,
It's made for PC first. That's why.
That's what I'm saying. But like, people are so like stuck in their ways. They're giving
Because they emotional.
Man,
shut your bitch ass up.
I mean, that's just no different than Flight Simulator. People's planes would be doing the hammer dance if that game got released at the same time.
Same type shit. You don't want no Flight Simulator the way the controls are, because half the shit need a keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, need a keyboard.
I was gonna buy a flight stick live.
Shut
Oh, I'm
your
still gonna get one.
dumb ass up. I
because
get tired of motherfuckers talking out their ass, not knowing what they're talking
they
about.
not
You're
PC
right.
players. They just
You're
be
right.
talking.
You're right. You're right.
Why the fuck
See,
would
we
they
got,
talk
we
about
got. Okay, see, look, we got live started. Live. Shut up, live. We get live started. All right, PK, where can he? Where
I'm
can he?
dead.
Yeah, you good, man. Where can he find you at, PK? Oh man.
They can find me here at GRG every Friday.
You
And
goddamn right. You better find us in GRG every night. If not, I'm gonna hunt you down in Ohio,
Now we
brother.
know who's
How you
drinking.
how
Now
you
we know who's
interrupt his
drinking.
outro?
Exactly.
Bro.
what happened?
He just started talking. You jumped right in.
Bro, I'm
Goddamn.
on this other level, man. I'm
I
getting
see.
prime time,
He's
man.
drinking already. You know
I
it.
am. I'm on this Crown Black. I'm ready. Somebody
knows?
want to challenge me or something? You better get this work.
Ooh.
Oh boy. Anyway, PK. Now he's quiet.
PK, where can they find you at, brother? No, not that.
You can find me on Twitter at PKX Live and on my channel PK Entertainment. And whenever people let me talk here on GRG Friday.
Oh damn.
No. Hey, Kudastina, she's like, K-Meg is drinking for sure. No, I'm over here just having a good time.
BK talk more on retro. Just saying.
Hey, because listen.
You can
Anybody?
find PK where the shirts don't sparkle.
Right. His shirts don't sparkle on GRG. They might sparkle everywhere else, but not here. Anyway, so Six Layer, where can they find you at, brother?
No, you can find me everywhere. Great games are played. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me right here on GRG every Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, thanks to the guests for coming out. Yo, Supernova, you, sir, are awesome. Please come back.
Oh,
I
thank you.
enjoyed talking with you.
Why don't you let him just sign something and mail it to you? You sound
I
like a
know,
fucking
right?
fanboy.
Like you sound like you got a poster of the S on your
bud,
wall. Hey,
With your drinks, do you like Grey Poupon?
bro,
hell was that?
man, bro, can I get your autograph?
Nah, he's driving up in that Rolls Royce, bro. What the fuck?
By the way,
Hey man,
well, I see the other
hey, my brother
Fanboy
Slayer.
on steroids.
Hey, my brother Slayer is coming up here with the cord rolls over here, pulling up on my boy, Nova, saying, "Hey, hey."
Right from fame.
Either way, anyway, man.
I'm sorry.
Thanks for coming out, everybody.
Oh my God, man,
hey,
this is great.
I'm going to hell for that one.
Okay, and 108 Dragons TV, man, my brother. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm saying? He says a three-headed dragon, but that other dragon is over here slacking, man. That dude over there, he ain't coming out here representing.
Even one of the even the dragons in Game of Thrones got killed.
You're right. But hey,
he's still our brother. I don't
yeah,
care.
no, he's still our brother. He's still our brother. But that brother, man, he's slipping, man. He's slipping hard, man. Because I would, hey, man. I need to get that clarification, man. I was wrong, man. K-Mega, you was right, man.
Listen, man.
Hey, bro, I want to clear out to the day that I die. Don't let E3 come and I ain't.
He said, I know you need to hear it, but he said, I was wrong. You know, it exists.
I need to hear it. I need to hear it. So when we go to when we go to E3, when E3 does come back, I will be there. I will take that. You know what? Look, I told you.
Personal invitation.
Yeah, bro. I told you. I got you.
Is this Bloody Raw?
Yes, it's me. It's K-Mega
That's what a real gamer do.
That's what I'm
Is it drop that on next,
bro?
PS2
I got a little bit more for for the next week. But anyway,
so do I, bro.
I got you. But no. You know what I'm saying? If I got to make that trip, because I told you, I got you on the. I'm going to get the vehicle this time. I got you. I told you I'm going to make up. I'm going to make up.
Escalade.
We're going to ride. We're going to ride right. We're going to ride right. But I'm going to make that trip to Inglewood. I'm going to make that trip to Inglewood because I got to see the Ram Stadium and sit there and get the sand and put it in the cup and sit there and
he's in walking
pray to
distance.
heaven. It's right there. And I'm going to sit there and I'm going to say 100. You ain't going to skate me, brother. I don't care what you do. You're going to have to tell K-Mega you was wrong. So that's what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what's going to be the problem, right? His cousin's going to let me in automatically because I got him the Spider-Man shit. So I'm already in. You know what I'm saying? Mama going to let me in. Everybody going to let me in the house.
Everybody got their moments.
Everybody there's going to let K-Mega in because they know K-Mega. Yeah. K-Mega going to get in. You know what I'm saying? I won't just get in. And then I want to say 100. Hey, bro. He goes, "Hey man, what
Yo,
you
Alex,
doing here?"
this is GRG Plus. Enjoy it, baby.
He gonna say, "Hey, what you doing here, Kevin?" I'm saying, hey bro, I need you to sit there and let me know some things, man. Hey bro,
Oh
you know
my
what I'm saying?
God.
Shout out to that punk ass motherfucker, man. I love him to death, man. That is my
Yo,
boy,
man, you
man.
gotta
Win,
get
lose, or draw.
drunker than you are now when you
K
drink
Mega
that.
ain't drinking.
I'm not drunk, bro. I am not drunk. I am
K
not
Mega's
drunk.
good. He's just having
It
a
was
good
tasty.
time.
I'm just having fun with it, bro. I'm not drunk. I'm
Because
not
when he get
tripping.
drunk, he bend niggas' knee. Oh.
Whoa! Okay, all right. Thank you guys. Okay.
Tea. Wow.
There we go. So
He
all right.
break dudes' knees and he push dudes to the ceiling.
That's right.
Facts.
I bench press them. I bench press
Facts.
men.
You
So
sound like Doomslayer about now.
Yo, listen.
yes.
K
Where can they
Mega
find you
different,
at
man.
108?
First of all, y'all can find me on my channel, man. And PK told me to give y'all a date
Yes.
for the Dragons Den
Thank you.
podcast.
Oh, for the lambs.
No. Next
Puff
Friday, I'll
the
have the date.
magic dragon.
Next Friday, I will have the date. And go check out our videos. Go support everybody here, man. Shout out to our guests, man. Yo, listen, it was a pleasure having everybody on. It was a pleasure having over 120 people watching at the same time, and y'all getting in them chats. Shout out to Sir X Man and
With
everybody else who
Crossfire,
donated.
doing what they do in their prime time slot
This
with
dude is
other podcasts.
interrupting my outro.
I'm just saying,
Talking about
look,
people interrupting, right?
GRG is growing. We're gonna keep growing. The
Facts.
elevation is gonna be insane. I am super excited.
And can I say something to a dude that be trolling us?
Fuck
Yeah.
Crossfire.
Shout out to Christopher Hart for joining
let's
100's podcast last week
No,
and taking that lemon abuse. I beat you with that
missed
leather
that.
belt. But you know what? You took it like a man, and at the end of the day, you're not a bad guy. You're just a weird guy. But I'll take that.
Wow.
And,
hold
and-
on.
and
I thought
straight
that
up.
was your man. I thought that was your bro.
Nah, I met that dude through y'all.
Oh, okay. All right. Delilah
But no,
HD,
no,
what's
we
up
had a-
going on
we
with you,
had-
girl?
We had a one-on-one
Yo,
conversation. He's not as bad as he seemed in the chat. He is a real solid dude, and he support his brand,
Yeah.
which is okay. But
Yep.
don't you ever hit me with no non-facts. I'm too smart for that. But
Yeah,
anyway,
exactly, bro.
I enjoyed
Indeed.
everybody
All
that
right,
came
so-
out. Shout out to Delilah. I see you in the chat.
Delilah, I see you. I'm
you,
sorry about
Christina,
Atlanta, about the Atlanta Falcons.
Alex.
We're out of here.
Basha. I don't know
Anyway,
if that's really proper, but you know,
that's prosper. Anyway, Kunistina, we go
Runaway
left.
Dragons on everything, man. Let's
How
go.
long? How long was the damn outro? I don't know. It was like 20, 25 minutes. Anyway,
It's
that's
the
why I wanted to
longest
get the hell
fucking
out.
outro ever.
I
But you know
know,
what?
bro.
We got 67 still in here paying attention because we clowning.
Because we some damn fools. Anyway,
I
so
heard we had 3 minutes like 30 minutes ago.
I know, brother. Supernova said I got a woman to go lay up with, or find a woman to lay up with. He
Did
said
Crispy
y'all
leave?
are clowning. He said
He tapped
PlayStation.
out?
He said
Right here.
we out of here,
Oh, no,
man.
I don't care. I'm just-
Don't leave.
No,
Both of y'all don't leave, man.
No, we about to get out of here. But man, thank you so much,
God
man.
bless.
I
Good
really
night.
appreciate that.
Good night.
I will see you guys. We will see you guys next week, or maybe I might just throw a little video. Maybe try
Let's
to
do
get
a
a
plus
couple.
tomorrow.
You know what?
Let's go.
Hey man,
Yeah,
I'm with
down.
anything. I'm with anything.
I'm
You know what I'm
down.
saying? I am.
It's a great 3
I got
weeks,
some
no matter what you
crazy
come on.
ideas that I want to try, but I am going to get back into the streaming. Everything about what I've been doing. I've been trying to get everything together. There's been some crazy shit going on within my life and everything else, but I will be back. I will do it. Hey, Dragonheart Yobi. Hey man, I'll be right there with you. We're gonna be streaming. We're gonna be doing it hard in the paint. So man, thank you guys. And do not forget, Sunday night fights will be Sunday. I come in kind of around 9 o'clock p.m. Central Time. There's, you know what I'm saying, Core and other people, they kind of come in a little bit early, but we
Handy
will,
gamer.
yeah, well, no, Handy hasn't been in it, but Handy said he'll be back next week. So,
Okay.
hopefully he'll be here this week. Soul
Yobi.
Calibur is going to be Soul Calibur 6 is going to be the first game. Crispy said he wanted to come in. Crispy homeboy said he was going to come in. The more fighters the more people that love fighters, please come in and join us. I am so humbled and so proud of you guys to come and check us out. We talk shit. We have a good time on Twitter. I'm sorry, on Twitch. We did 124 views, and then on YouTube we had up to 300. So thank you guys. It was amazing.
You see my new fight pad I posted?
No, but
made by Ori.
Until you come in and fight, I don't want to hear about what you posted.
Oh, last time I was there, I beat the flames out of everybody in.
Hey, man. Hey, man. Look.
Recklessness.
Anytime you want to fight these hands, you want to get these hands.
I can't fight hands when you when you cut off at the wrist. Stop playing,
bro.
Stop playing with me, man.
Buy Soul Calibur and then talk to me. Oh, but this
I got Soul Calibur. You crazy?
Well, come in Sunday night.
Are you crazy?
Everybody see Lemetheus at the Zeus. He's talking trash. So if he's not there, I'm going to be expecting him just like I do 100 to tell me he was wrong. Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm gonna beat you to the white meat. Good night, everybody. Peace.
What a freaking show! Oh my god,
it was awesome. Fuck that. That should have mad.
Hey, thanks for checking out the GRG podcast. All your gaming news and our special topic of the week. Make sure to join us every Friday night, 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central, and 6:30 Pacific. This was the